Okay. It's us again. Unfortunately for you, and sometimes unfortunately for us. Hi, welcome to Only on Early
Yeah.
Access. It's a podcast.
We have to deal with you guys again. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
I can't believe we have to do a show that doesn't get us paid, that a couple hundred people listen to and enjoy. How
I
dare.
know, right? Like, damn it.
Damn. When
Why
does
do you
the
guys have to
my
enjoy this podcast this much, huh?
Yeah, it was kind of like chill when like two, three people. It was like kind of like it was like pure indie. It hadn't been tainted by the number algorithm yet, and now all I think about are the numbers. I'm like Doctor Strange at the end of Endgame. Is that the right
Oh
movie? I
my
hope
god.
so. Is that the? I hope so. I
The
hope
14
so.
million or what? No, that's
Yeah. Where he's doing the thing where he's like, that's Infinity
no,
War.
that's
My
Infinity
bad.
War. That's
Yeah, it's
Infinity
fine. It's
War.
fine. It's fine. That's how we get to Endgame. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, it's completely fine. Yeah,
uh,
you're right. You're right.
it's May. It's not gonna be May much longer though.
Yeah, no.
May is
So, we're
almost
so
over.
close.
Hence why you're probably hearing this episode now. I don't know why I needed to spell that out. It's been a day. It's been a
It's
week.
been a day. It's been a
You
month.
know, it really has been for me like a rather stressful month, and I'm really looking forward to Pride Month because I think I'm just gonna buy a hat that says "Be gay, do crimes," and one that just says
Yes.
"I eat girls," and I'm just gonna wear them to work. And I'm just going to look people dead in the eye and just be like, "Something the matter?"
Like, what time do you get off?
What don't you understand?
No, no, I read the English language perfectly, and I understand what they're saying. It's just,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I walk around with a I wear a lot of button ups to work, just cause comfortable button ups, like rolled
Ooh,
up
okay,
sleeves,
yeah.
flannels and stuff like that. Cozy button
Hmm.
ups. But like, I wear them because I'm an obnoxious little attention whore, and I have to wear like a bra now because I have tits, cause transitioning,
Ooh,
fun stuff.
yeah.
So
HRT,
like,
yeah, yep, yep.
I wanna show off, and I wanna be obnoxious, and I wanna be as passive aggressive about who I am as possible because other people are. So I wear it like slightly unbuttoned, so you can't not see the colorful like Walkser sports bra that I wear, and then I wear a little like trans pin right on the clip of the pocket. And I wear
Oh,
I my
devious,
hat, bro.
devious.
The hat that I wear to work every day says Sapphic. I think I'm gonna escalate. In fact, I think each month that I still have to work at Walmart because I'm applying to jobs and trying to leave because I hate the place so much now, is that each month I'm gonna like start wearing a different hat that's closer to towing the line of can I get away with this?
Oh, you're just gonna keep pushing it, yeah. So just keep
Yeah, yeah,
pushing
yeah,
it, and then eventually
absolutely.
it's like,
Yeah.
eventually it's either you're gonna be full on just, it's just full on gay. Like, there's just no stopping it.
Be
It's just full
be
on
be
gay,
gay,
or
do crime. I've got that coming. I Eat Girls is coming. I have a sweater and a hat coming that says I bought them for femmes. I'll be wearing that to work.
I bought it for femmes.
Yeah, I bought them for femmes. It's my
Yeah,
job.
yeah, for the
Some
femmes. Come on.
some say it's a job. I say it's a way of life, a philosophy, even if you want to
Fuck.
think about it.
I mean, I guess
I
question is, if it is for a job, is it like, are you getting paid? Because then at that point, it's like, yeah, it's a job.
I mean, I think I'm good enough. I could charge for it.
Okay, fair, 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 fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in this economy, absolutely.
exactly. Yeah, in this economy, you want to see this, you gotta pay.
No, 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 no. No, no, no. Don't, let me be clear.
You want to be in my
But
presence, you gotta pay money to be in my presence. Okay, you cannot
this
just get this for free.
this also ironically as I'm like probably like the cheapest easiest date in the world because I'm just like it's like Stella, do you want to go get burgers and fries and a shake? Yes. Hi, are we going to get married? bro, bro, I'm just like hold my hand, buy me burgers and fries. Hi, yeah, I'll just stay with you forever now.
You've
I'm good.
committed
I'm
now.
good.
You've done
I'm
it. You
I'm
signed the
good.
pact. There's no going
I
back.
I'm good. I'm happy. This is perfect. Hi. Is
Oh
is, is she like 5'8" or taller and buying me burgers and fries? I'm already thinking about that wedding.
god. You can hear the bells ringing.
Oh, I
You
can
can
hear them
already
all the
hear 'em.
time. That's my secret, Cap. I love I love just taking that moment from that movie and twisting it to fit my incredible, insane
Ugh.
desires of just like, oh, I thirst about women outside of my league all the time. That's my secret, Cap.
That's your secret.
Oh, I think about bottoming for pretty girls all the time. That's my secret, Cap. That part's not a secret.
It's it's not subtext, it's overtext.
It's bold over text, italicized, underlined, size
Bolded.
32 font, red 3.
Oh, we're even pulling in the colors. Okay, we're pulling
Right.
highlighted as well. You got to put the highlighted
Yeah.
color as yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then if you stare at it long enough, it just transitions into rainbow.
I see what you did
Yep.
there.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So this is a podcast normally about games, but you know what?
I mean, it's about a lot of things. It's about a
It's
lot
about a
of
lot of
things.
things.
Look, we had 3 episodes where I was so thirsty that they were named like thirst things, and the end of that trilogy was named "Fuck you, I'm going down on her in the restaurant," which I still
So,
stand by.
yeah.
Let me
And
be
then we had a
blatantly
trilogy
clear.
about
Let me,
about old people as well.
yeah. Let me be blatantly clear in case the audience thinks that anything I've ever said that seems like a gratuitous, crazy bit, 90%
Mm,
of the time, it's probably not really a bit. I genuinely, like, I would do it. And when we're talking about the one where I said I'm going down on her in the restaurant, yeah, I'll do it.
yeah.
What, can I not go back to that restaurant? Did I get, like, a fine for indecent exposure? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know what I feel? Great. You know why? Because she probably feels great and feels really powerful. And she'd be like, "You're not going to do it." And I'll be like, "Oh, I'll do it. Dare me." And then
I'll
she'll
do it
dare me.
again.
And I'll be like, "Okay, hope you're ready for a good time." I got no shame. I'll get right back up and eat my meal. Delicious. Look at me. Look at me, femmes that are told you can't top. Delicious. I'm
Delicious.
starving. Parched. Like, no, I didn't.
Ain't no
Like, no.
Sprite gonna satisfy that. You need more.
You need more. That's somewhere in there is like a lesbian like marketing scheme. Is like, ain't no Sprite gonna satisfy that. Your Sprite, you need to hop on this. This is free money, Sprite. It's about to be Pride Month, and you could be making bank.
Fake.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. As much as we try not to be like, oh, buy all the Pride merch, if Sprite came out with like an ad like that was like blatant as fuck, like as much as they could make it, where it's like, is this a Sprite commercial where a girl is going down on another girl because the Sprite wasn't good enough? Or is it that the Sprite is a great chaser to that? And either way,
Yeah.
it's just like, bro, I'm buying a Sprite. I'm buying at
You got
least a
to buy
12 pack of
Sprite.
Sprite. I'm gonna buy some Sprite. I like Sprite anyway. I'm gonna buy some Sprite now. I'll be like, yo, Sprite can get it. You know a woman's in charge of Sprite if that happens. 100%. No straight male would ever conceive of such a bold strategy.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Wow, we're really just woke agendering our way through the meandering part of this podcast. I can practically hear Tucker Carlson foaming at the mouth.
Look, we gotta fill our agenda as well. We got like minutes in this podcast that we have to fill with, and we're gonna fill it with this one way or the other.
If I don't fill the minutes with pointless bullshit at the start, how will I ever become famous enough to have that one guy listen to every episode just for the first 20 minutes to be mad that we haven't talked about video games?
Exactly.
That's how you know you made it, when you got that one hater who comes back every episode and you just read his comment and you're just like, yo, he just every time
Every
he just
time.
he listens right up until the point where we finally start talking about video games, that he posts his comment, they finally started talking about video games at 45 minutes in, and then he leaves. And I'm just like, yo, this guy's an idiot. That's like enough
Bro's
of
just
a
giving us
view on
business.
that.
Yeah.
Bro, that's just business. Like, you were here for 40 minutes. That counts as a whole view for the algorithm at that point. Thanks for the money, dickwad. Like, I don't even make money off this, but like, if I did, roasties.
God
That'd be
damn,
crazy.
that'd be crazy.
All right, should we talk about video games?
Yeah, maybe we should talk about a little bit about video
Yeah, I mean,
games.
I could talk about how thirsty I am for women for like 20 million more years if you'd like, but I feel like I've covered that in basis today already.
Sure.
Though the potentiality it's gonna
There's always more in the
though
podcast. There's more time in the
it's
podcast. You have more time.
I'm gonna tell you it's coming back up. Don't worry. It's gonna,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
give me a minute. Okay. Let's talk about our months. I can go first, I suppose, for once.
Okay.
Okay, so first thing is I made a bit of a like life change again, in that I no longer play pure PvP games. So like to
Okay.
really focus in on that, especially pure to clarify, pure PvP FPS games, which means Overwatch and stuff like that, because it's all PvP, I don't play it. Call of Duty, I could get away with, because if I'm into a Call of Duty, it's because the zombies is there and that's my main thing. And then if I'm playing the multiplayer, it's because I like it, right? But like even when I really love it, I'm still zombies, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, zombies
But
is yeah.
yeah, so Destiny would not count because my main focus is other stuff, and I dance around in the PvP.
Like the dungeons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then the other thing I'm doing is that it's a I limit myself to 5 hours of PvP a day, regardless of game. That's it.
Okay.
And it's been like really good for my anxiety. It's been a lot better for me just personally, like for my mental health. It's been better. I've noticed I'm just playing better too across the board, whether I'm in PvP game or not. Like I'm just consistently performing well in the game because I'm managing my anxiety. I typically do like 2.5 hour blocks and then I'll take a break. And some days I don't even play any PvP at all. I actually last week barely played games and just kind of listened to music and did artwork and compiled notes and stuff. So it's actually allowed me to like enjoy other hobbies more without having to feel that weird like loop feedback of, because all I could do when I was in the shitty household situation was play video games as my one escape I was like allowed. Is that reflex to constantly have to go to that was like actually causing me to force myself to play games I wasn't even enjoying.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's possible I'm getting sick at this time because half the house is sick as fuck right now.
Yeah, damn.
So yeah, that's been a big change. It was definitely a little hard to commit to at first and felt weird, but by like week 2, oh my god, it's definitely the smartest decision I've ever made in terms of this kind of like hobby. It's just been nice. Like, bro, like I'll hop in and I'll play like, dude, I played a League of Legends match before going to work at Walmart. Won the match, but like, bro, I just hopped in, queued up League, put some music on. I'm just like smoking a bong, having coffee, kind of waking up. Played an ARAM, won the game, felt great, played good. It was like GG's, and I was out.
That was it. Yeah.
Like I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, I've been playing some stuff. Diablo's current season, I'm pretty big into. It's got some problems. The new pass system, the reliquaries, it's a good and a bad kind of in that like if you were somebody who was really annoyed at the season pass rewards at like I only want like armor or a weapon, I don't want these titles, I don't want these calling cards, or emotes, it's better for you because you can just get the things you want and ignore the others. But if you're somebody who wants everything, whether you want everything or feel compelled to get everything, those type of people, it's worse for you because it costs more money to get everything now and there's actually less things.
Oof.
So they've already said it's gonna be, this is not its one and done iteration. They hear the feedback, they'll keep adjusting it and stuff. And, you know, it is a step more in the right direction in the long term if they keep iterating on it. Because ultimately, I think battle passes have ended up in that, we'll let you unlock what you want to unlock. Which is always nicer. Other than that, the season's fun. I have noticed they've really dialed up the difficulty for this one. This one was like the boss reworks too. Like, world bosses are gonna fuck your day up now, as they should. I've seen way more people running around than ever before, I think, in any season. Like, more people seem to be running around at even the lower difficulties than, like, when the game came out. Or when the expansion came out. Because the game is fucking hard right now. Like, you will just get your shit shoved in. Like,
Damn.
my rogue is on Torment 1. To put this in perspective, I didn't even attempt to go to Torment 1 until I was, like, into the Paragon levels. That's unheard of to me. Like, the fact that, like, if I, and, like, I'm barely in Paragon, and I'm not really seeing anyone even close to my level running around. Most people clearly are waiting to be, like, 30 or 4 levels into Paragon before they're running around Torment. I am seeing, like, in world bosses, barbarians and druids, the tanky classes getting popped immediately if they're being disrespectful. Like, the days of, oh, Diablo has no in-game and it's too easy is over because they said that their goal, because people said the game was too easy, because there was like 10% of players were getting to Torment 4, the true endgame, the very tip top. They wanted to cut that number down to 0.1. They might have done that. They might have done that. Like, the fact that I was playing on hard difficulty and not even expert, and then I went to Torment, right? But, like, on hard difficulty, normally every season, it's like, alright, the moment I'm level, like, 30, I'm moving to expert, and then the moment I'm, like, level 50, pre-Paragon, I'm moving to Torment. Like, when I'm playing this season, on all 3 classes, even the tankier classes, even Necro, I'm like, the idea of moving to even expert pre-Paragon, laughable. You're not going to. Because I'm seeing people who are like, Paragon starts at 60, I'm seeing people that are like level 170 still sitting in hard. And I'm just like, okay, now all of a sudden the game is not too easy, huh? Yeah, so people kept running their mouths, and now they really dialed the difficulty up, and if it maintains even slightly, whether it's nerfed or about whatever down the line, I don't think I'm ever gonna see T3 ever again. Which I already barely hit because I'm not like a no-lifer. Like, in the hardcore population, good fucking luck, bro. Fuck that noise. If I hadn't already switched off hardcore to just play non-hardcore, I would be doing it now. Holy shit, dude. You just get deleted. Like, if you make a mistake in the bosses, like the lair bosses, the world bosses, the special or more powerful bosses, you're just gonna die. Like, if you just make too many mistakes, you just die. Your class, your load, it doesn't matter. You're just going to die. Like, it's just, the game is hard in that way now. And that even, like, yo, if you're being disrespectful and you're in an area where it's like a horde of boys, you might not make it out of this. Like, they've said that, like, the average person 2 weeks into the season, like, cycled through, like, 20 hardcore characters already. People are getting annihilated, which is what they wanted. So here we are. I'm enjoying it. It's really fun to, like, get boss powers and kill them. Belial is back this season, and in true Diablo fashion, he remains an absolute bitch. Belial, lord of being an absolute bitch. Like, dude, he's such a fucking loser, dude. Every game he's such a loser. Like, to the point where there's 2 people you're interacting with, 2 new characters for the seasonal quest, and every time I talk to either of them, I'm like, okay, so they're both Belial, right? That's the trick? That's the twist this time? Is that he's both of them? Because every time Belial comes back, it's like, oh, you're interacting with somebody who's just slightly sus the entire time, and you're just like, yeah, okay, I'll help you, weird mage guy. Belial. like
You're just sighing the entire time. You know it's you're just like, all right.
He's just like rubbing his hands in an orphan's blood. Oh, hey there, I was just helping this small child. And it's just like, yeah, okay, I guess I'll wait a couple more hours into the quest line for when you finally want to tell me who you are, I guess. Alright. No, not yet. We're just burning down orphan. Okay, no, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Belial, Lord of being a bitch. And what was that? Washing your,
Washing his hands in orphan blood.
your hands in orphan blood. Jesus Christ. That's. Oof. Yeah. But, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's that obvious, and then you get to the end of the quest, and walk
It's
up
like,
in the game.
it's me,
It
Belial.
was.
It's like, Mike, finally, bro. Why? It's like, it took
And
you
then he
long
does
enough.
this, and then, like, as he's doing his big speech in demon mode, you just delete him. Belial, funnily enough, and this is how I know that, like, Blizzard does this on purpose. This is on purpose. All the bosses are hitting like trucks. Every world boss is dangerous now. Every lair boss is dangerous. Hell, some, like, regular dungeon bosses and nightmare dungeons, it's like, yo, fuck around and find out a bit. They really... The game has gotten difficult if you're not being respectful in the way you need to be. Belial, at least the Belial that comes in with the event tied to this season, the incursion event, that Belial? Bro. Yo, he dies in like 10 seconds. He's the only boss that's no threat. He just pops up, he's like, I will end you, and then you and like 2 dudes shoot him and he's dead. Now, I know that like when you do lair bosses, and if you open the chest hoard, you just need the keys to do it, there's a chance Belial can spawn there. I don't know if he's any different there. I haven't gotten to the end of the season quest, so I know that there's like a more proper Belial fight. I'm assuming he's at least
Slightly strong.
yeah, slightly stronger. We'll find out, but he continues to be Lord of being a bitch.
A bitch. I think it's always funny when they have like their what is it called? Not it's like their like dumb weight. No, what is the term? There's always like the one characters that's just meant to be like the punching bag. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's just like there to be the punching bag every time, and it's really funny. And so that was kind of, I guess, mostly of how the Diablo new season is right now.
Sorry,
It's
I'm just
kind of just
responding to an
oh,
important text.
oh okay, my bad.
Yeah, no, you're good. I just that's why I was like vaguely responding.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's really fun. I like it. It's really fun to kill bosses and like be able to get like a move from them that like they are using. Like it's fun as hell. And as always, like it's Diablo. It's fun. I like playing the game. It's nice to see the population clearly have risen in this because like the aspect of it being more challenging is definitely like obviously brought people in, but also because of that, they're not blitzing immediately to T4 in like one day, and it's like, no, motherfucker, you talking shit.
you're gonna take it slow, and you're going to like it. Otherwise, you will die. You will just get fucked. I'm kind of surprised that they went that route because normally, like, they never want to try to gate off experience. Like, in my experience, it's always like developers want to at least provide the experience enough for everyone to get to it,
Mm-hmm.
but being like, you know
See,
what?
well, that's
No,
the
we're
thing.
gonna make sure that
It's like
at this difficulty,
you can get there, but like they like cool because people every fucking season go on about how easy it is to just get to T4 and be up there already. I've never once hit it. I mean, I'm not no lifing any season. Even when I am, I'm not grinding it out that much. But like this is for the people who constantly are like, oh, I'm already max gear when the expansion comes out in the MMO. And it's like, yeah, because you're a fucking weirdo. So now those people are having a hell of a time doing that, and everyone else is getting like more content because, like, ironically, I feel more powerful than I've ever been on every class. It's just that the game is now keeping pace with me in a way that's fun and is really making me enjoy it because, like, I'm just like, oh wow, I died there. Holy fuck. Like, I would not enjoy hardcore anymore because it would just feel like pointless, but it already
yeah.
kind of did to me. But like, I'm enjoying the challenge. I'm enjoying the fact that like I can like expect to see people who want to do world bosses, and it is encouraging more like positive social interaction because there's like a benefit to farming the lair bosses together. If you're in a group, you get a higher chance of loot drop.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, did you just like throw a quick thing out because you're gonna do a couple runs, and they have like a social finder system now. So it's all like, it's one of those things where each season has been also adding some kind of mass rework that is staying permanently. And for this one, it was the boss rework. Next season, the nightmare dungeons are getting their rework. So every like, and the one season was XP, the one season was this. Every season has been adding on like a rework or an iteration of an older system. Like weaponsmithing got a rework in one system, right? Like they've just been like hearing that feedback and taking the time until they have like something to put out. So yeah, it's a little slower paced, and I know some people don't like that, and they'll be like, "Oh, Diablo's dead game, whatever," or it's bad, or Diablo 3 was better. That's just straight up not fucking true. If you've played Diablo 3 and you've played Diablo 4 and you think 3 was better, you're an idiot. You're a moron. 4 is absolutely better. The variety of build in 4 is vastly outpacing 3 at its peak already. Vastly. It's not even close. Like, the sheer things you can do with your builds in the long run of this, whoa, crazy compared to what you could do in D3. And I genuinely think, like, aesthetically and tone wise, this one's a lot better. Like, I really like Diablo 4 still. I stand by my initial impression and my overall reviews of it as across each season. There's been ups, there's been downs, like any live service game, but I think it's still really good. And it's also for the fact that, like, experiencing the season content and any of it is free. The only thing you're ever paying for is the pass or expansions. You don't have to pay for any of that. Like other than the
Okay.
expansion is really the only one that like you would feel like you have to at that point. But like, bro, if you just played Diablo, it's not like you're gonna be like, oh, I'm never gonna look cool because like I didn't buy any season pass stuff or buy any cosmetics from the store. Shut up. Shut up if you've ever said that. Like, shut your mouth. You're stupid. There's so many cool looking things in this game. Like, the amount of, like, cool ways you can make your character look without having ever earned any season's content, pass wise, or bought anything from the store. You can look so cool in this game. It's Diablo. You could always look cool without having to buy money. The money is just for extra cool, which is the point of microtransactions.
Yeah.
And the only way they're ever good. That's the point. The point is to I want to be the shiny Pokemon. I will hand you money. That's the point. Like so, like I don't really get the uh hate on it, other than people hate. But I continue to really enjoy it. Hang on, I'm trying to figure out my response to this text here
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
too.
Go ahead.
Um, uh, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
No. I think that's probably like the one thing that's probably more in particular. That's always I always like more when games when battle passes are more intent to be like here's some extra stuff that's like still really cool, but everything in the game base wise still has good stuff. Like you're not getting basically like conned out of like any sort of like cosmetics or stuff just because you didn't get the battle pass or anything like that. Like you're still like it's just more like fuck, like seasonal stuff sort of thing where it's like that looks nice, but you know what? Maybe that's not my style. I'll just skip it. Or and then the next season comes out, there's more aesthetic stuff, and it's like, oh, you know what? I like that. Maybe I'll want to actually work and pay for it. Like it's one of those where it's such a sort of a balancing nature of like wanting to make sure that you can
Mm-hmm.
still have a games as a service. Sadly, that's just how companies are at the moment, where they just want
Well,
to have
we'll
a
have
one
something
a
to
one.
talk about that when we get
Yeah.
there,
Oh,
but
I know, but it's a sort of a hard balance to strike, and I think so many times it just it's hard for games to really like pull it off where like the fans are satisfied with what they get normally, and the battle pass isn't like a you need to buy this or you're just
mm-hmm.
shit out of luck, like you're
Yes.
fucked.
Yeah. So like again, the seasonal story content, the new events, all that, anything that's like gameplay for the season of Diablo, that has always been free from the fucking get-go. It's never not going to be free. Any kind of rework system ever that came with a season, usually tied thematically to the season, that is permanent and free for everyone as well. You don't even have to be on seasonal content to take advantage of it. It's not like you have to, like, make a seasonal character to experience the new weapon smithing system. No. It's a rework of a system. It's there. It's already in the game. It came out with the update.
Yeah,
Do you not
exactly.
want to play a seasonal character and you want to play one of your eternal characters so you don't have to do a, like, level again? Sure. The new system is there because it's staying. Oh, some of the quests, like unique side quests, have stayed. And so usually every now and then you'll start seeing like, oh wow, I remember this effect on, like, you'll see an effect on a legendary ring or something, and you'll be like, oh, that's the fucking vampire thing from season 2. Oh, that's this from that. Every now and then they bring some really popular ones back as abilities on, like, unique legendaries or something. So really, I mean, the season pass literally has only ever been cosmetic stuff. Yeah, there's some really cool armors and mounts in there and all that. That's what a cosmetic season pass is.
Exactly.
I don't know. Game's fun. Feels good. Feels good to play.
That's good.
Other than that, just I have dipped a toe into the Oblivion remaster. It is pure polished jank, as it should be.
That's good. I've
As
been
it
wanting
should be.
to get the game itself.
Bro,
So
like, playing Oblivion again, for me, is such a weird thing, because, like, I was, like, kind of just chatting with somebody, and, like, you know, just, like, screen sharing on PlayStation to them, and I just, like, you know, made my character, got out of, like, the, you know, the cell, I'm in the world now, right? And they watched me just, like, literally turn off all my quest markers, then I turned completely west and just started walking. And they're just like, what are you doing? And I'm just walking past everything. And they're just like, what are you doing, Stella? And then I just get to what appears to be an innocuous bit of hills and trees, and I just literally turn a little more left, and then I clearly am, like, looking for something, and then I'm just like, ah, there it is. And then I walk right over a hill that looks like all the others, drop down, turn around, hello, Dark Brotherhood, answer the riddle without even thinking about it, and I'm like, yep, still here, still the same answer, still the same distance, gotcha.
Yep.
And they were like, how do you still know that he gets the exact direction? I was like, okay,
It's just
I was like,
in
look,
your body.
everyone
It's in your
else
soul.
is playing Oblivion for the first time. Oh, you sweet summer child. By the time this game was old, I was older. like I was just like, yeah, I know where the Dark Brotherhood cave is. It's right over there.
Yeah, right there.
It's like, I when I was talking to them, I was like, bro, if they ever come out with a Morrowind remaster, I'm gonna look like some kind of speedrunner, dude. I'm gonna be like, leave the town, head straight down the road, ignore the first side, ignore the second side, go left at the third, go left at the next, split in the fork, straight into the cave, sprint past all the skeletons as they're waking up, burn your whole stamina bar, open the chest. It pauses the game, because that's how games were made back then. Grab all the stuff. Do not turn around, pull up your inventory, which pauses the game, because that's how games were made back then. Put on those boots of speed. Now turn around, because those boots of speed give you a high stamina regen rate, and sprint past all these skeletons, because they are level 5 and will kill you. Congratulations, you now have the boots of speed. Quintessential to any run of Morrowind. You're welcome. I can tell you where those magic hand gloves are, too. They're in the next cave. Like, it's my memory of, like, Oblivion and Morrowind is bad. Like, it's bad how accurate it still is when I have not played these games since I was, like, a child. And I'm just like, yeah, just head west. It's right there. What do you mean?
You don't.
Just head west.
It's like you don't know the layout of the city you live in, but you know Morrowind in the back of your hand. Like, you know everything.
Bro, you trying to navigate that mine in Soul Steam? I got you. I know where that mine goes. Don't you worry about it. You want to know the best window to assassinate that guy in the Dark Brotherhood Quest 3? Yeah, I got you. It's right up there. It's that one right there. That's the good window. They're never going to see you in that window. That's how you get the achievement. Right there. Like,
God.
bro, it's crazy how like perfect my memory of that has been. It's so funny to me. Um, it's a pure freak generator, by the way. That character creator, it's oh boy,
Yes, I've seen it.
oh
It
dude,
is
dude, the
messed up.
ability to go to like -90 on sliders, but also +90. I was like, oh, you really let him go extra freak on this one. I love it. I love it. It's great. I'm having a good time with it.
God,
Um,
it freaked me out. Like I've seen monstrosities on that one, and I'm
oh, I'll
like,
have to send you mine. I'll have to send you
oh my
mine.
God, I'm scared.
One I made with Lizzie's help, and then the other I made by myself. And all I'm gonna say is that they're Harry Potter themed.
I'm gonna be scared.
Oh, you'll be scared. They're not pleasant to look at or engage with in any kind of way, conceptually or non-conceptually. They're just freaks of nature, abominations, both of them. Terrible, terrible blights upon the world. Cyrano has never been
Like
safe.
J.K. Rowling, you know what? You're good. You managed.
Yeah, yeah, like J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it is J.K. Rowling. Who knows?
Oh my God, that was it. That was the secret the entire
That was the
time.
secret the entire time. um, I also, I have, I've been getting the Souls itch, and I decided, since I have it and it's just sitting there, I have
Mhm.
Elden Ring. It's reinstalled on the PS5. I've been dabbling away at it. We'll see how long it goes. Usually, the scope of it just kind of irks me, and I fall
Yep,
off.
yep.
But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's only recently been started. Of course, I played a lot of Monster Hunter. I played the fuck out of the event. I did my Arch Tempered Raydao. I got my set. And I'm very excited for the Street Fighter crossover. It's the
Yes, I
boy.
want to miss out. I want to Raging Demon a
It's
fucking.
the boy. It's the man himself. A
I
finely
need to.
cooked meal hunter. I was like, yeah, this fucking guy. This
Yeah, it's
fucking
Akuma.
guy.
It's Akuma. It's him.
it's it's a Kuma. Yo, shout out to the fucking Blanca costume for your Palika. That shit's
Oh
fucking
my
stupid,
God,
dude.
you
I
and
love
it's the
it.
Blanca doll too. It's not just It's Blanca
Yeah,
doll.
it's the Blanca doll. Cause
Oh my
of course
God.
it's the Blanca doll. Like the moment I saw that before the camera, like even like made it clear it was like small, right? And it was the Palico set. I instantly knew. I was like, yeah, that's the Palico set. Yeah, don't even try.
Yep.
Don't even try to lie to me and tell me it isn't Capcom. Don't even bother. Look at this
Fuck the
stupid
Blanca
fucking
doll.
guy. I love it. It's the Wiggler set of this game. It's the
Oh my
Wiggler
God,
set
it
of this
is. It
game. Yeah.
really is. What the fuck?
Yo, it needs to have a unique idle animation where you turn around and your Blanca doll Palico is just like throwing out mini Blanca dolls to play with.
Yes,
Bro, please.
yes.
Secret move, it does Blanca ball. It doesn't
Oh
actually have
my
a
God,
weapon. It doesn't have a
it does the
weapon.
Blanca
It's just
ball.
Blanca ball. Yeah. It has no weapon, actually, this armor set. It is the weapon, it's just Blanca balls. It does 1
It just
damage.
Blanca balls. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Little bit
And
of
you
electric damage.
and you even hear the growl it does though.
Yeah.
Like every time it does the Blanca ball.
Meowster. EX Blanca ball.
Oh my God, no.
Bro, it looks so good. I'm hoping there's like some other secrets in the crossover. Shout out to the handler wife getting the Chun-Li outfit.
Oh, the Chun-Li. Yup.
Who got
And the
is she
Cammy
on?
outfit as
She got
well.
the Cammy outfit. I know which one I'll be buying.
The Cammy one.
Yeah, that's the type
Yeah,
of
yeah,
girl.
yeah.
That's yeah. I was waiting to be like, all right, he's gonna get the. He's either gonna show that he knows me really well or he doesn't. And he was like, oh, it's the Cammy.
I can't see
I
it.
don't know. Yeah, the one that looks like she'll definitely kill me with her thighs more. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the problem with the Chun-Li one. Like they're not giving her the thighs that would kill you. It's just still
No,
the
well, no. Chun Li's also like Chun Li has like she'll kill people in a fight, but like I feel like Chun-Li is like, no, no, we're like being intimate. I can't. And whereas Cammy's like, yeah, all right, you freak.
All right, you, you little
Yeah,
shit. I'm
Ca-
going to
Ca-
fucking
Ca-
kill you. I'm
Ca-
going to end you.
Cammy would step on my throat because I asked her to. Chun-Li wouldn't be comfortable with it, and I'm okay with Chun-Li not being comfortable with it, but like then I want Cammy because Cammy will be like, all right, yeah, you little freak.
God.
Cammy's into it. Cammy tops like a champ. A
Yeah.
100%. 100%. And I definitely want the more dominating top than the softer top. It's like, no, 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 no. It's okay to leave bruises, honey. It's fine. They'll heal. Oh, dude. I'm about to hit 2 years on HRT, and when I tell you that the horny and the thirst has never been higher, bro, I'm like unraveling at the seams sometimes.
just, just, Im- so much, just so much there.
Yeah, bro, I wasn't ready for it. Like honestly, I'm basically just doing puberty again. Except puberty for me wasn't this at all. And I'm like, is this what it was like for everyone else? That would explain so much. Because the first time around, I was just like, okay, maybe I'm slightly taller. That was kind of the only real change that I can remember. Like, yes, there are obviously other changes, but it just didn't seem to hit me. It was like very mundane and kind of nothing really changed about me. And now I'm just like, bro, my cheekbones giving. Hello, my thighs and ass giving. My chest giving. I've lost so much weight. I look so cute. I feel so good. My voice is constantly cracking. I'm eating all the fucking time. And then I'll sleep like 12 hours. I'm constantly like working out. And I'm just like, bro, like I look at women and I'm just like, I'm gonna like dislocate my jaw because you smiled at me.
God
See?
damn.
See?
Yeah. Unquenchable
See?
thirst. I see it. I see it
See?
now.
My friend went to a concert and I saw the pic of her outfit on Instagram. Oh my god, I had to. It took all my restraint because her friends don't know me to not like pure thirst comment. She was wearing fishnets. I got really distracted.
Oh, all right then. Damn.
I was just like, she's got the combat boots on. I know she does. Like, hi, do you just want to like kick me a bit? I've got issues, dude. I
Suspicious.
clearly cannot separate pain and intimacy. They are too intimately linked. I went through too much shit. I'm like, look, we cannot be vanilla about this. I can't live that lifestyle. That was robbed from me, okay? There was a timeline where maybe I could. It ain't here. It ain't here anymore. It wasn't the one. I Doctor Stranged into this one and it's all I got. And I'm
Fucking
not gonna let it
Doctor
go.
Strange
I'm
is
not gonna let it
so.
go. I'm not gonna let it go. It's mine. It's like, look,
God, that's
I don't want to be bored when I'm making out with a girl. That'd be awful. You're gonna have to spice it
yeah.
up. I don't want that vanilla lifestyle. That ain't me. That ain't me. Just buy me vanilla ice cream after and tell me I'm a good girl.
Get yourself a little treat after the treat.
Yeah, absolutely. Lesbians stay winning.
They just keep winning. It's just
They
hard
just
not
keep
to.
winning. It's just crazy. It's so easy to keep winning when you're part of the woke agenda. That's why it's called the woke agenda. That W stands for winning.
Yeah, winning.
It's so stupid, bro. What am I even talking about?
I don't even know
Remember
anymore.
when this was about video games for a bit?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember at all. There was a
Yeah.
time where I might have believed that. I don't know about that anymore.
um, I also I played two demos. I've played Crescent County demo,
Okay.
and it has my face demo. So Crescent County is the first game by a studio called Electric Saint. And the reason it stumbled upon me is because one of the head people of the studio, and they have a Kickstarter that I believe is, if not fully funded, about to be fully funded. That I'm definitely gonna back a little bit because Anna Hollenrake, who was somebody that did a Kickstarter before for some of my cute, really incredible pins, and she's worked on various video games as an artist, so, like, the vibes of this, bro, it is literally, like, a lo-fi, like, fucking Studio Ghibli-looking-ass goddamn game with music and stuff, and it's like, you move to the island, you're gonna delivery stuff, like Kiki's delivery service on your fucking tech broom. It's like tech broom witches, and then you're gonna race your friends. And then maybe you're gonna smooch your friends. That's it. That's the game. Big cozy energy. It's beautiful. When I played the demo, at first frame rate a little rough. It evened out, and once it did, I won that first race, and I was like, yo, this is vibes. Yeah, this is vibes. Like, if this was running good the entire time, and like it's fleshed out a little more, this is like really genuinely charming. It's got like cute little lo-fi music. You're just like, you know, running around on your little tricked out broom delivering packages, and then like chatting with your friends, taking pictures, and maybe you smooch your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very woke agenda. Very cute. Crescent County. It is on Kickstarter. There is a demo on Steam. The other game I had a demo of is called It Has My Face. Have you heard of this?
No, I have not heard of that one.
So it's also on Steam.
You kind of creeped me out a little bit when you just said, when you after Crescent Moon, you just said It Has My Face, and then you said demo. I was like, oh, okay, it's a game. I'm like, how does Crescent Moon have your face? Wait a minute, what are you talking
it's called
about?
It Has My Face. So what It Has My Face is, it is, God, how do I describe this? So, if you go look at it on Steam, the graphics are very, like, a specific style, very, like, pixel, which actually makes it fucking kind of horrifying. So, what this game is that like, your clone is hiding among the crowd, trying to kill you. You have to search for weapons, be aware of limited ammo, carefully examine the hundreds of faces around you to identify your clone. Make sure to watch your back. Danger lurks around every corner. It is a roguelike experience, unlocking, like, new stuff as you advance through it, like any roguelike, new dangers, enemies, challenges. But, so the demo is single player, the game will be multiplayer. And if you look at this, the way you, like, know what you look like, you have to hold up a button to pull up, like, a mirror you're just holding. That is the only way you know what you look like. And you are trying to find the one person in here that looks exactly like you. And yes, there is a lot of people where it's like, oh, is that me? Nope, that scarf is slightly too big. It's not you. There are traps, there are, like, environmental kills. Guns have, like, one fucking shot in them. Dude, it is, and, like, the way the game works is that, dude, every fucking person in this game turns and looks at you when you walk by them. Like, they're all up in your face all the time, even though only the one that's your clone is trying to kill you. But, like, and the aesthetic of it actually makes it, like, more unnerving than if it was, like, realistic. Because there's just something, like, it's really giving you Uncanny Valley the whole time.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it, and it's very weird, and there's, like, a weird, crazy, like, lore thing. There's, like, a story going on. It's unclear whether you're in some kind of prison human zoo planet. I don't know, aliens, maybe? Very Illuminati vibes. Very fun. Very interesting. A really kind of, like, unique little thing on that I'm just like, oh, this is, like, very strange and thrilling and kind of horrifying, and I love it. Yeah. And it is just fight to survive as you unravel this terrifying tale of clones and biological horrors. And it is by the developers Nightbite Games and the publishers Behavior Interactive, which is the DBD people, which is how I found out about this, because they showed it off at their last live stream. So this is this is like their first game that they're just publishing for someone else. So I thought this was pretty cool. It was very much like, oh, what a weird, freaky, like, 80s horror. Like, what if we're just playing John Carpenter's The Thing? Except, are you the thing? Am I the thing? Which one of us is the thing, man? I don't know. Are you
That
trying to
would be
kill me
very
because I'm your
interesting.
clone? Or are you trying to kill me? Like, am I the clone of you? Or are you the clone of me? Huh?
See, that's an interesting concept. That it's like you're trying to kill off your clone, but you're not sure if you're maybe the clone is actually you and you are the clone. And
Bro,
yeah,
it's
see,
literally
that would
just
be that's a
dude. Like, well, that's the thing, right? Like, I don't multiplayer. Like, it's gonna be multiplayer when it like, or at least it's clearly going to have a multiplayer mode. I don't know based off the demo if the game as a whole is multiplayer only. The demo is single player, but I can see how in multiplayer, bro, this this is like Twitch food in my opinion as multiplayer. Like, bro,
yeah.
this is just pure like perfect level of tension all the time. Um, and I have a review I put of this game, and 2 people have found my review helpful, and I'll read it to you right now.
Oh.
Played 3 rounds. It's so deliciously tense. It has my face. It has my face. It has our face. It has our face. Can't wait to experience this in multiplayer with me and me and me and me and me and myself and me. It has our face. It has our face. It's got some thumbs up. People liked it. I was like, look, it
Yeah,
gets the
right,
point
yeah.
across. You see my review. Take a look at the game. You'll understand. You'll understand. Um, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I actually am gonna like keep an eye on that, and I'm probably gonna pick it up as soon as it like comes out or relatively around that. I'm definitely gonna throw my support behind it. Same with Crescent County, because love to see indie stuff shine.
Yeah.
Um, and then beyond that, I have returned to Destiny and been playing it, but most of what I'll talk about in Destiny, we'll be talking about with the news, because there's good and bad in Bungie, and we're gonna break it all down.
Oh, yeah.
So the last 2 games I've been playing Sulfur and Clair Obscure Expedition 33. So I'll start with Sulfur.
There. Mm-hmm.
Dude, Sulfur's something. So I like Sulfur might be one of the most bizarre games I've ever played in my life. I'm here's what I got. I've played 116 minutes of Sulfur. I've done a couple runs. It is an extraction like roguelike, single player. At current, my best guess is that I may be some kind of priest for goblins, but I'm unaware of the fact that I myself am a goblin. My past is a mystery. I also may not be a priest. And there's a witch that's caught us in like a time loop in purgatory, but also some eldritch god stuff that I hold a totem to that speaks to me and helps me like not die, so it makes the roguelike thing part of like the actual lore of the game. Again, might be some kind of goblin priest, unclear at this time. Sulfur. It's Bro, I feel like playing Sulfur is like what it would be like to live inside of Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like the show. You know what I mean? Like the show. Like
Yeah,
live
yeah,
in
yeah.
that world where I'm just like, uh-huh. Okay. Alright, that person is part of the door. Mm-hmm. They don't okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. like I can't even it's super fun. It's super fun, kind of hilarious and kind of unhinged. But like I've never been like more just like what is going on in this world? What is happening here? It's weird. It's fun, but it's weird. It is like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like that's the only way I can describe this world is it is that vibe at all times. Where I'm just
Jesus.
like uh-huh. Okay. Yep, that's the mechanic, huh? Okay. That guy's just got black goo coming out of his mouth and he doesn't want to talk. Okay. Sure is a lot of eyeballs on the ground. Oh, this guy's like smoking weird stuff that kills him, but he loves it? Okay. I'm some kind of priest? Sure, I'll believe that. Am I a goblin? Maybe. Is there old god stuff? Probably. Is the witch even real? I don't know. Is this just undertones for somebody's, like, traumatic Christian youth upbringing? Possibly. I'm gonna go back into the cave and kill goblins now.
Right.
Which I
If
might
I'm
be
making
one.
sure. It's sulfur as SULFUR.
Yes, sulfur.
Okay, because I'm trying to look at it. It's like modern old school action adventure one. Is that what that's supposed to be? Because I'm looking at one, I'm like, I'm trying to make sure I'm looking at the right one.
What?
I'm looking at it on Steam. Is it on Steam or is it on something else?
Sulfur. On
Yeah.
Steam. Yeah, everything is
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Steam. I'm never looking at anything not on
yeah.
Steam.
Okay. I'm looking at Sulfur. Okay. And like the description just says Sulfur Summer Update. Sulfur is a modern old school action adventure. Outsmart enemies, find treasure, improve
Oh, yeah, I
weapons.
mean, I never read
Okay.
that. That's why I was like, I would not call it action adventure at all.
Okay, that's what it is. I'm just wanting to make sure I'm looking at the right one. I'm like, I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
put the wrong one. Did I?
it's weird, man. It's it's a weird game. It's very strange.
All right.
Also, I'm just looking at their roadmap on Steam. Fixing
Mhm.
shit, forest, guns and magic, fortress, desert, revenge, not sure what that means, endless mode, and stretch goal, multiplayer. Yo.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to add this to the wish list.
Yeah, the stretch goal is like based off like 1 million wish list, like 200,000 sales, pretty reasonable. Like, and I know
Yeah.
this has been out for a bit. It just had an update. Here, see, look, here's just the vibe of the game. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let me set the tone. Found redemption. A blood-stained white collar. Dirt on your shoes. Your shoulders are aching. Is this but a ruse? A coven is suspect. Or church is aflame. Who is the culprit? Who is to blame? Ocean screaming, twisting, turning, mouth is dry, eyes are burning, but you must tread on, there is no remorse. Brush the salt water film off your pale horse. Sulfur. That's it. That's all I'm gonna give you. Go buy the game.
All right. Yeah.
That's
I'll
That's
definitely give
it.
it a shot. Yeah.
That is at the bottom of their Steam page, by the way. That is
Yes.
just at the bottom of their Steam page, and that is the game. You want to know what the game is? That right there. There you go. Go buy the game. It's weird. It's weird, man. It's real weird. I'm really not sure what's happening, and I trust none of these people, including myself, the potential goblin priest that I might be. Unclear at this time. More data needed. Very weird. Very strange. Very vibes. Very much
Very
a, did you watch Courage the Cowardly Dog as a kid? You should probably buy this game.
Oh damn. Okay. All right then. Damn. That's that you
and
already
on
sold
that-
me on that one.
Yeah. On that note, I'm gonna hit pause because I need to bathroom refill coffee and make sure your mom's getting up for work.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
so
look
we'll
at
pause real
something.
quick. Yeah. Okay, so a little bit of a brief stop there for us. And the last thing for me to talk about, Claire Obscure Expedition 30.
Claire Obscure. That's a
Alright,
game
so
that I
let's-
also
So
feels
let's
like
get
I'm
it
gonna
out of
need
the
to
way
get as
right
well.
now. Very much likely game of the year.
Damn.
And
No, I'm not surprised.
let me put it this way: in terms of what's out now, zero competition in that regard. None.
Interesting.
Not a soul alive is stepping to this fucking game.
Which
and
is
out of what's gonna come
surprising
out,
to me.
out of what's gonna come out, in my opinion, of what we know is still gonna release this year, there is one possible contender. One.
Is it Yote?
Yes. That should tell you how highly I am rating Claire Obscure, because
Claire Obscure.
I fucking love Ghost of Tsushima, because it's a goddamn masterpiece. And the only thing I see coming in the rest of the year that can even remotely have a chance at giving Claire Obscure a run for a Game of the Year is Yote, and that's only if Yote is at least at all times as good as Tsushima. which is already a tall order. Very possible, very likely to be pulled off at Sucker Punch. They do good work and they don't rush their product, right? Like, but
Yeah.
that's how good Clair Obscur is. I'm not in Act 2 yet. I think I'm close. This game's fucking phenomenal. From story, to the acting, to the dialogue, to the characters, to the sounds, the music, the systems, the mechanics of the game. This game also, like, you know how, like, you'll watch a movie or a show, you'll play, and I think I talked a bit about this briefly, maybe last time, I'm not sure. But, like, anything you experience, and, like, you know how, like, you can tell this is from that place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is that culture. It is not your culture. You are playing someone. This game is French, bro.
It is French.
Bro, this is a French RPG. It is an FRPG. It is not a JRPG. It is an FRPG because it is French. Like, bro, there is just like bruh. This game's incredible. This game is like blowing me away at every step. Like, it is the game's tone lurches back and forth between the most depressing, catastrophic, fucked up shit you've ever seen to, alright, I have now walked into this cave and met Esquier. And he's really French. He's hitting me with the "Monsieur mon ami, ennui," and I'm just like, yeah, I love this guy. I love this guy.
This dude.
I love Esquier. If you don't know who, you know how all my homies hate Chadley? All my homies love Esquier. All my homies love Esquier. He needs his rocks or he can't fly. What don't you understand? You're too heavy. He needs his rocks. They help him fly. You gotta go get his rock that helps him fly. And you go get that rock, which is being held by his arch nemesis, which is in the same cave as him, just slightly over there. And his arch nemesis his name is Francis, and he's a rock with the face. And he talks to you, and then when you fight him for the rock you need to give to Esquier, so that Esquier can fly, because you're just simply too heavy, he needs the rock.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Francis has one attack, and it is, and I'm not kidding you, in-game, it is called the strongest ice attack ever. Well, of course, when I saw that, I did an attempt to parry or dodge, because, well, I have to know. Alright, yeah. Francis, it killed my character, immediately. It one-shot somebody in my party, and I was just like, okay, alright, the strongest ice attack ever, understood. And I just rezzed him and was like, okay, Francis has got hands. Then you beat Francis, and then when he's like, fine, take it, but know that I will never stop chasing you. All of the cast looks at each other, and then turns, and one of them goes, but you're a rock. Because how is he going to chase? He can't move. He's just a rock with a face. But he threatened he'll never stop chasing. And literally the characters are like, but you're a rock. And he's like, get out of here. And I'm just like, bro, this game going from, like, existential super dread and the crisis of living and French ennui, as it were, right? Like, insane levels of depressive things going on to just, here's a punchline that's so French that, like, you didn't even see it at first, and you just kind of blink at it, and you're like, oh, that was a joke. Oh, okay, ha ha ha. Like, there's a moment where the game is, like, building up to this fight, the boss and the lost battlement, and then, like, even in the fight, the dialogue of the party members is like, oh god, I don't know if we can do this, and then when you do it, they're just like, yeah, that kind of wasn't that bad. And I'm just like, what is this? What are we doing? And then it's back to existential super dread. And I'm just like, what? Is this what it's like in France? This is This is weird.
Damn, this is weird. What's wrong with y'all? Is everything okay over there?
I'm
Do you
I'm
need
I'm
help?
I'm gonna find and kill every mime in this game because I do not like them. I do not like them. I hate them. I hate the way they look at me. I hate the way they like pretend they're not looking at me. I will kill every mime in this game. I hate them. I hate them.
Damn, those
Um
are very strong words.
every every character has like a unique like mechanic to them, right? Like Gustav has
Hmm.
overcharge, and it's as you hit things in certain ways, Gustav builds overcharge, and and you can use it at any point when you have any, but you want to get it to max and then use the overcharge ability for big damage.
Hmm.
Um, Lune has her stain system where things apply or take stains. Like you'll use a fire spell and it'll do damage and do some burning, but also give you a red stain. So then if you use this spell, you can like do this, but it can consume a red stain if you have one to do more, right? And it does things like that. Each element adds different stains, and there's a whole like give and take system with her. But there's also stuff where it's like I got a weapon that's like every time you hit somebody with just shooting, you passively generate a random stain, right? The
Hmm.
Picto system is so fascinating because it's just like passive traits you're slotting in. It'll be like, oh, on a perfect dodge, you get rush for 2 turns, right? Stuff like that. But every Picto, after you've won a couple battles with it equipped, fully levels up and becomes a Lumina instead. And Lumina is the same exact thing, except you only have 3 Picto slots. Think of them as materia.
Hmm.
When it's Illumina, that's just a passive slot list. And everybody starts with like I think like 7 or 10 Lumina, and as you progress through the game, you can just add more Lumina points to them. So you can just get to like, oh yo, I've got like 60 Lumina points per character, right? And what that means is, yo, I've put this many hours into the game. I've gotten like 70 different Pictos, and say 40 of them have maxed out, which means they're now Luminas if I need them to be. What that means is that any Pictos that are maxed out and can now be considered Luminas, they have a cost, right? They have a Lumina cost.
Yeah.
So when they're Pictos, it's just you have 3 slots, put them in. There's no cost, right? Like, but as a Lumina, they have a cost. Say it's 3. So how it works
Yeah.
is, okay, if this Lumina costs 3 and I have 40 Lumina, I can slot it in on every character now. I have, as long as they have 3 Lumina to pay the cost, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can get to a point where you're just sitting on the effects of like the equivalent of 40 materia passively for all your characters and still have the actual materias or pictos that you're currently equipped and leveling up. Um Another cool thing is once you've gotten like 4 party members and you're running around with your 3, a really cool mechanic in this game is that when your like party dies,
Hmm.
your 3, oh, you got that one sitting there? Nah, fight's not over. They're gonna come in by themselves. And there are Pictos, which obviously can be turned into Luminas, that are all about being the last person standing. So you can literally set it up to be like, all right, here's the crew I'm rolling with on the main way. But if something bad goes down and then 4th person's got to come in, they're going to come in. And because of the way I have them set up via Pictos or Luminas, it'll be like, okay, last person's here. They are instantly going to get a double shield, instantly get rush, instantly get 100% crit, and all this other stuff because there are literally Pictos and Luminas about being like, are you the only person left? 100% crit chance, 100% rush, 100% this, right? Like, it's like, no, you're not out of this. You are not out of this at all. The game very much wants you to learn the goddamn parry mechanic. It really wants you to learn these mechanics. And you will learn them. You will learn them now. You will learn to dodge, you will learn to parry, and you will learn to jump over attacks, that's also a thing, and you will learn to do jumping puzzles in our weird floaty jump game. There are bosses that you can find on the open world map that, like, as you approach them, it just says, danger. You can go check them out, right? And I'm just like, alright, what's up with this? Oh, it's a cave with a bunch of sheep, okay? And then there's some kind of big sheep there. All right, I'm gonna go check it out. This sheep like blew my team up in one hit, and I was just like, okay, cool.
Okay. You know what? Okay. All right.
The game lurches between the strange like battle curve of like no matter what you do, you seem to be like, okay, every fight is either does this have hands or not. I am either stomping or I am either meticulously making sure I play this perfectly or I get stomped. There is no middle ground. Someone is going to do the stomping. French. um, it's depressing as hell. The story is really told well. I don't really know what's happening yet, but I think that's the beauty of it, is neither does any of the fucking characters either. But you are getting drip fed pretty quickly. Lore bits here and there. You're rewarded for your exploration. Pretty much so far, exploration and like challenging side stuff or crazy jumping puzzles. It's like, hey, did you beat this crazy super boss because you just parried 30 moves in a row? Cool, great. Here's a cosmetic. I'm just like, yeah, bet, cool. I love the outfits. I love how French it is. I love that, like, characters, like, reactions, like, because they went for, like, a realistic look for the characters in a fantastical setting. There's a moment where Gustav is telling Maëlle, shout out to sweet baby girl Maëlle, who is definitely the main character of this game. I see you, game. I see you. I see you with your child war soldier, your war soldier child. I see you. I see you. Love Maëlle. Absolute baby doll. I've known Maëlle for 6 seconds, and I'll kill everyone in this world to keep her safe. Everyone in this world can die, as long as Maëlle. Which also might be the plot of the game. It's unclear. It's unclear at this time. Let me put it this way. I mean, you're gonna play it at some point, right?
Yes, I'm definitely gonna play it. After hearing it does
I
sound
don't
like
want to spoil any, even though there's some stuff that happens early on that, like, it gives you enough to go on to sink your teeth in. And then pretty much right outside of, like, starter zone area when you leave Lumiere. Like, take your time in Lumiere, do your side stuff, take your time, pay attention, and then when you leave Lumiere, the cutscene you get as Expedition 33 starts takes everything about the lore of this game that it has given you and fucking loads a gun and shoots you in the face and says, yeah, but what if that's not real, though? Fuck you. You don't know jack shit about jack shit. It's insane. There is so many moving pieces here. I'm so enthralled by, like... Dude, it's like... I'm gonna say something that might seem sacrilegious to some people here. Playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33 feels like how playing Final Fantasy VII Original felt for the first time.
Oh, okay.
It's that good. It is absolutely that good. We all wanted a new good Final Fantasy. It's right there. It's called Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Pay attention. Game of the Year. Soundtrack of the Year, certainly. I don't want to see anyone else even come close to winning that. I don't care. Like, holy shit, this random person off SoundCloud that the lead developer of Claire Obscure found and just asked if they wanted to do, like, the soundtrack for the video game went so hard, dude. They made, like, 170 tracks for the game, and they were only asked for 30. It's absolutely mesmerizing. It is, without a doubt, one of the best turn-based RPGs you will ever play in your entire lifetime. Like, in a single moment, Sandfall Interactive has established themselves as big somebodies in the game. Immediately, out the door. Like, if I was Square Enix, I'd be scared. If your next Final Fantasy isn't really good, I'd be real scared. Because a bunch of nobodies just came out of nowhere and made what is clearly the best Final Fantasy in the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. Except it's just not Final Fantasy. Which means creatively it's unstifled. Like, it's... I cannot praise this game enough. It is definitely my Game of the Year pick. At best, my Game of the Year pick will be a dead tie between this and Ghost of Yotei. Like, I only see a world where Ghost of Yotei equals this. That's it. I don't see a world where I think Ghost of Yotei is better. Straight up. Like, that's how good this is. I stand by my statements of, like, playing FF7 Original for the first time is akin to playing Clair Obscur Expedition 33 for the first time. And I don't think I would have ever said that in a million years. That's crazy to say. But that's how good it is. Absolutely outstanding. The game rewards you for all your patience. It rewards you for all your curiosity. And even when it punishes you for it, it punishes you in a way that teaches you something in that moment. Never does this game feel bad to engage with in any way. Immaculately made, beautifully written, the music, the combat, it's so refreshing to play something so vividly itself, so earnestly wearing its influences and its like inspirations on its sleeve. Yeah, dude, it's so good. It's so good. Like, I'm chipping away at it. I am literally, like, playing, like, a couple hours at a time when I play and then stopping. I am deliberately slow going with it. Because, like, I'm just taking my time enjoying it. I'm not streaming it at all. I'm just, like, having a really good time with it. It's really, really phenomenal. And I cannot recommend it enough. And, like, could not speak praises higher. It is absolutely one of the best things I've ever gotten to play.
I
That's
am really
pretty
hoping
much,
to get to it at some point
yeah,
soon because
for sure.
it sounds really fun.
Oh, absolutely recommend for sure. 100%. You're going to enjoy it. Um, I don't know, like, PC wise, any like like issues. You might want to look into that. Like, if there's been any issues, because I can see how like you would not want any frame rate dips in this game's combat because. Hey, were those parries easy at the start? Hey, yeah, get fucked, loser. We got fake outs. We got cancels. Dudes are canceling moves into other moves so that you parry the wrong move. Like we're fighting games out here. We fighting games. Dudes are trying to throw hands at you, and you need to be able to, like, it goes out of its way to make sure that you pay the fuck attention and learn these mechanics. Like, you will get bodied if you fuck up, too. But build variety, there's just so much here. Like, you're going to have a good time. If you like turn-based RPGs even slightly, do not sleep on this game. It's gonna be one of the best things you're ever gonna spend money on. Straight up. Like, 100%. There's no way you could play this game if you like turn-based RPGs even slightly and not fall in love with it. Straight up. It might be one of the best turn-based RPGs of all time. Clair Obscur
That's
might be the Chrono Trigger of its generation.
that is high praise.
It might be the Chrono Trigger of its generation. Down to every detail. In terms of, do I just want to listen to the Chrono Trigger soundtrack? Yeah. Do I just want to listen to Clair Obscur soundtrack? Yeah, you're goddamn right I do. Like, I can't, like, compare it. I'm comparing it to the best of the best. Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VII because it deserves it. It deserves to be put right next to them at the top. And anyone who disagrees with that has either never played FF7 Original or Chrono Trigger, or is full of shit. Like, I stand by this. Like, it is so good. Like, absolutely, I cannot praise this game enough. Like, absolutely, this team deserves all the love they're getting for this. And, like, you know, in the zeitgeist, I ain't hearing anyone say anything. No one on any podcast or article, anything I've read, anyone who's played this game is like, this game's incredible. Everyone is like, this might be one of the best games ever made. And Sandfall was like, oh, wow, hey, that's kind of crazy. What are you guys going on about? And we're just like, yo, this game's really good, Sandfall. And they're like, gee, thanks. We don't know what to do with all this praise and money. Please continue to be anti-Ubisoft, since you were formed off anti-Ubisoft values in a world where video game economy is always crashing. It's good to see something come out of people that were former Ubisoft. So cheers to Sandfall Interactive, and a big shout out to Kepler for being their publisher and being chill. Apparently a good publisher for them, because otherwise the game might not have ever happened. And just absolutely, like, it's a masterpiece. It's one of those. It's one of those where this game's so good where there's a real chance this studio never makes anything that good again, no matter how good the other games could be, right? Like, this is how good that is. It's like, not to say they won't make other good games. It's just that this is so good, it's genuinely a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Like
It, it
it's the Chrono
yeah,
Trigger of its generation. Like you probably will never perfectly replicate this level of just how good this is at every step of the path in every format, in every level of execution, from sound design to menu to everything. Like you're never probably gonna hit this high exactly again, and that's not your fault, and it's not a bad thing. Right? It is that good. Iconic is how I'm timeless. Like instant classic. You're gonna be
yeah,
talking about this one for 40 years. Easy. Like, this is a game where, like, 20, 30 years down the line, man, you and me could be doing this show still, hopefully, having fun with it. And, like, somebody could ask us, what's an old, like, or, like, if we got an email in or whatever, and they were like, what's an old game you highly recommend? Clair Obscur. Right? In the same
that's true.
vein that I'll be like,
Yeah,
guess what, 40 years from now? Chrono Trigger. Go play Chrono. It's still good. It's still really good, right? Like, original FF7, still really good. Some things
yeah,
are just really good still. This is one of them. This is one of them. There is not a world where this game is not going to be considered immaculate and a masterpiece of art.
yeah,
To the day we
yeah.
die. Like, cannot sing the praises of this game enough. Like, and even though I very much love a lot of games, very rarely I think do I like be like, no, this is like instantly forever cemented as like one of the best games ever made. Like, we're gonna remember this one forever. This is just one of those. And I don't think they intended it to be that, but that's kind of how those games go, right? Like, Chrono Trigger isn't the GOAT until it comes out and people like, this game's out of this world, right? Like, sometimes you just get it. You just get it. And this is one of
Yeah.
those. And we don't get them a lot these days, and it's really cool to see it come from, like, former Ubisoft people. I love that it's former Ubisoft people who were stuck in Assassin's Creed hell, and then they left and made this, and I'm like, yo, absolutely love to see it. And the crazy part is, guys, this game is like $40. This
Yeah,
game is
it's not a very expensive game either. Like compared to what you would normally have to.
Double
Yeah,
A, baby, Double A era is here, says Clair Obscur. We're back. We're back to that sweet 360 PS2, PS3 era, says Clair Obscur. Double A. It doesn't need to be immaculate ray tracing. That's dumb. Just make the game good, says Clair Obscur. And I agree. Double A is the way. If, like, the two games I keep hearing about, both Double A games. Split Fiction and this, that seems to be everybody's headliners of the year. Split Fiction's not my thing, but I firmly believe all the hype about it because it's from people who've deserved it before. And it's like, okay, I kind of like that the only two games people are talking about for Game of the Year is Double A's. No
yeah,
one's naming a Triple A, and I was like, Ghost of Yotei might be the only Triple A that gets the nomination. That's kind of cool. Even if Ghost of Yotei wins it, which, if it's as good as Tsushima, I won't begrudge it that, because that's deserved then, in my mind. But, like,
mhm.
the fact that currently, as close to we are throughout this much of the year, like, we're about to do the Summer Games Fest, and the only two games people can't shut up about are two Double A's. One from a brand new studio that no one had ever heard of, that made the weirdest thing ever, and people like, this is absolutely blowing me away. Like, do not sleep on this game. Hop into it as soon as you can. I would be wary of streaming it. I've heard it's been really difficult to stream because people are like really like hopping in random chats, spoiling shit for some reason.
Yeah.
But like,
People
oh,
tend to
other
be
than
very
other than
weird about
people
that.
trying to ruin it, it's a masterpiece. You won't regret any time or money spent on this. Absolutely a phenomenal game. I will be playing more this week, and I'll keep chipping away at it. So really excited to get back into that and hang out in the French apocalypse. An interesting little tidbit to think about as you go into this game. So the setup of the game is that, like, I think it's like 60 something years ago or something, the calamity event happens that like sends France into somewhere else. It's unclear if it's even in Earth, you know, in our Earth anymore, and it's
Mhm.
Lumiere now, yada yada. At the and so they've been doing the expeditions and caught in this like thing with the paintress forever, and nobody knows why or even how or what the fuck anything is really. An interesting tidbit I didn't pick up on initially until playing the game.
Mhm.
Based on when this like happens to these people, and this is just their reality now, right? This is a people of France that never experienced World War II. Because it
Oh, for
happens,
sure.
because the calamity, like the thing that happens that puts them in this situation happens like a couple years before World War II happens, officially. So like, it's in the air, right? We know World War II's coming at this point. It's very clear. Like, Nazis are there, like Hitler's there, but it hasn't happened yet, right? And certainly, like, the war is not progressed at all, so it's not in France yet, which we know was a very tumultuous area during the war. And French resistance was kind of like, very much like, as long as one person remains, we resist. That's
Mm-hmm.
kind of how they're thinking. There is literally like the motto of expeditions is tomorrow comes. As long as one person is alive, tomorrow comes. You keep moving. The mission is not over until you're over. You do not stop. No matter how depressing, no matter how bad it gets, like they say it all the time. Tomorrow comes. One person alive, barely alive, everyone else horribly dead, doesn't matter. Get back up and keep going. Because you have to. It is very like French resistance in the like World War II era, but it's strange to note that in a world where these people have never had World War II. Which, I'm gonna be honest, there's definitely some moments in this game where I'm like, yo, is this like a metaphor for like French resistance during the Nazi regime? That's kind of lit,
It
though.
could be.
That's
It
kind of
could
lit.
be.
You know what I love is a trans woman killing Nazis, metaphorically and in real life.
Yep.
It's only a murder if they can prove I did it. It's true. That's how the law works,
True.
homie. All right, that's my month. That took an hour and a half. Wow. So it's time for your month, and then we'll do the news. We might
All
speed
right.
run the news a bit because I haven't eaten dinner and I would like to.
Oh yeah. That's fair. That's very fair.
I didn't realize
I
I would
guess.
go for
Well,
an hour and a half. I'm gonna be honest. I really like Claire Obscure. Please go buy this game and show the team some love. It is so good.
for me, funny enough, I haven't played much of different stuff. Like, okay, so one of the different things I did get to play. So,
Mm-hmm.
Capcom, Fighting Game Collection 2. This
Mm-hmm.
was something I was super excited for because it has Power Stone 2,
Would you
which
would
is
you
one of
say
my.
would you say you're EX super excited for it?
I'm going to ignore that. It was. It was. It is an. It was. I think it's one of those games where I think I should have expected to temper my feelings about it because I was expecting to get Power Stone 2 as originally as it was, which is it was a game where like there was the arcade mode where you play through it like almost story. It's like the story mode per se, and then there's like the verses and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that there was a mode in the original Power Stone 2, which is kind of like I guess the way that you would make it more prolonged, in terms of just like gameplay wise, where it's like you would you would get money from finishing the arcade mode, which then you would use to basically kind of create items. Like there was like a little shop where it's like, hey, combine like this item with this item, and then if it made something new, it was an item that you would unlock in like the arcade mode or in verses or whatnot. Like it was just like an additional item that popped up. Like imagine in Smash Brothers with items on, but then there was a small limited amount. But then if you were like playing enough, you can combine items and then an item would be created out of it and that item was now added into the game itself, sort of thing. Like it was like a little interesting thing that I
Gotcha.
never got to complete as a kid. And I was excited for it, but I guess in actuality this game is more like how all the collections are at this point, which is very much it's very much just ROMs. Like you're just playing the ROM of the game and it's just
Yeah.
limited to
Got it.
either arcade versus training and that's pretty much it. So
I'm
like these
I'm gonna be
collections are.
honest.
Mhm.
I love to see collection things like these happen because it's nice to be able to like I I personally don't feel good about buying a thing and being like, bro, this is just a ROM. But at the same time, I know that most people probably will never experience this if they didn't already, because they're not gonna go about the extra steps to get an emulator and a ROM of it if it's even there, right? Most people aren't gonna do
Yeah,
that. Because the people who
yeah,
are doing that, we're doing Pokemon Nuzlocke, and that's kind of it. Like, yes, there's more emulators and ROMs for more things than that, but let's be real with ourselves. Most people fucking around with that stuff is for that kind of stuff, for the most part. Like, that's just facts. So it is nice to see a more like ease of access. Like, more people will get to experience these this way than in a ROM or an emulator for these old games, which probably exists, right? Because it's just extra steps. They're not going to do that, right? Like, and I can't
yeah,
blame them. But, like, I know I would be bummed out if I bought, like, a collection and it was like, yeah, it's just, like, ROMs you just slapped on the old file. Like, yeah, it is the old thing, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Like, it's touch and go. I
yeah.
don't know how much the collection costs. And then also, for me, massively depends on what's in the collection, because a lot of stuff from back in the day, I'm like, yeah, you know what, I don't want to go back to most of that. I want to go
Yeah.
back to very specific things, and I'm not gonna buy a whole collection for the one game I want, right? Like, that's crazy to me. But, like, you know, it's kind of like positive negative. I'm happy there's a way for people to experience, like, you know, kids. I think collections like that are, I think if I had like kids or younger siblings that I was engaging with a lot, those would have a lot more value to me, and I would be willing to buy them, because I'd be like, yo, let me boot this up. Let me teach you about Power Stone.
Exactly.
Right?
Like
Right? Like,
that's
that's
where
the
I'm
value
like,
for
yeah,
me, and I'm happy to see at least some fucking preservation of old things going forward at the very least. It's just definitely, it's not marketed for me. It might be
yes,
marketed for like people around me if I had kids or younger siblings, right? Like, if I got married and had kids one day, yo, I'd probably buy all those collections, because I'd be like, all right, you're like 4 years old, you can play Power Stone. You ready for some Power Stone? But like, did you do your homework? Yeah. All right, Power Stone it up, kid. You want to stay up an hour later than normal on a school night? Tell you what, if you can beat me at Power Stone, absolutely. And then my wife would be like, "Babe, that's not fair. They're never gonna beat you at Power Stone." I'll be like,
they
"Well,
gotta.
they're about to learn a very important lesson.
Listen.
Don't get hustled by someone older than you." I'd be like, "Okay, you wanna stay up later? Okay, okay. We're gonna play Street Fighter 2. If you can take one round off me, you can stay up an hour later." What is that? It's called the leg sweep. It's the best move in the game. Right? Like that's how you raise
Yeah,
kids. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
definitely one of those things where it's like I'm glad it exists because there's
Yes.
definitely almost impossible to play any of these games in a format with good online because now it's like all of this is like rollback with added
That's
features
I think that's
because
the
a lot of
big
these games,
selling point more than anything to me.
yeah,
And I think at the end of the day, some preservation is better than the none that Nintendo does, where they're like, no, never. How
yeah,
dare you even talk about our old games that you all liked better? And I'm like, what is that? You'll keep making
yeah,
Mario and Zelda forever, but God forbid if I talk about a game that existed once.
exactly. Waterloo.
F
But
Zero.
yeah, no, it's definitely like they added a lot of
Star
features to
Fox.
it. Sorry. Uh, you okay there? You okay there, girl? You good?
Nintendo.
Oh damn, you gotta get that checked out. I'm
Yeah, I
telling
gotta
you.
get that. I gotta get that checked out. The price is kind of out of whack. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Oh,
But
dude, this is just that we hate Nintendo podcast half the
oh
time.
my god. But no, like they definitely did add more features to it, and I think part of it, like the training mode for a lot of those fighting games that didn't really have a training mode,
Mm.
especially with like now like frame data and like hitboxes, things that you never would have known
That
back
you
in the
just
day.
had to like figure out.
Yes,
and
you
math
literally
out of
had
their
to
head.
guess. Yeah.
Like
So
again, I think
it's
that
great.
definitely like how much is the collection, by the way?
I think it's $50 and it's
How many
for
games is it?
it's like 7, I think.
7
Mm,
games? $50? 7 old games? Depending on the 7 games,
Oh,
that's not
$40.
bad.
It's
Okay.
$40 and it's let me see. Should see. All right, hold on. So we got because we got Capcom. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games for $50. $40. And then apart from the $40 of like the 8 games, you also have art books, you have like the music collection and stuff like that. Like there's other additional stuff included apart from the game. So it for what it is, it's bundled pretty well, I should say. But yeah, like it's one of those where it's like I think this Capcom collection, while it is definitely for those that like those old games and don't have an access to how to play them anymore, um,
Mhm.
you get to kind of experience them. It's not going to be the same experience because it is limited um to how like the game is being what's
Mm.
called put out. Like it is very much you're limited to arcade versus training, and that's kind of it for these games. So
Got
anything that
you.
was extra within those games normally may not be there. Um so you're gonna get most of your time either just having fun playing through the arcade multiple times or playing through the online, as all of these games now have an online functionality. Um, Usually most or just you had to find a friend who would play with you or go to like a local or something to play like with people. But now that there is online, like all of them, even Power Stone 1 and 2, like you can just play these games with
That's
other
I mean
people.
that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
The idea of being able to like play Power Stone, just queue up a match of Power Stone before work is kind of tight.
It is. It is.
You know.
That's why and I love the stage and I love the music of it. So it's always kind of fun
Oh
to
yeah.
just
Yeah,
go back in here.
that's
So
the bigger holdovers for me. But yeah, and for $40 for that then.
yeah,
40
that's what
40 definitely isn't bad.
yeah, it's not a bad deal.
The only problem is Clair Obscur is also $40.
Yeah, so you're like, do you want to play 8 fighting
Mm,
games or do you want to play a
I want to
really
play. You do. I want to play Clair Obscur, which is also a fighting game.
exactly?
Bro, it's
You
got
dodge,
perfect
you
dodge.
parry,
It's
yeah.
got perfect dodges, perfect parries. It's got a jump to avoid lows. It's got a counter system. It's got supers. It's got synergies. It's a fighting game, homie.
It's a
That dude
fighting
has
game.
hands. That dude has hands. He's literally balrogging you.
Yeah,
It's real.
it's real.
That guy,
But
that's
yeah,
a Psycho Crusher. That dude just did Psycho Crusher in my whole party. That's crazy. That was a 3-person wide Psycho Crusher. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if M Bison came out in like Street Fighter 7 and his Psycho Crusher was long enough to hit 3 people?
pretty
That's an
cool.
S tier. That's an S tier right there. That's what you call S tier. That's when he's S tier. That's when you know the World Championship Evo is gonna be a Bison. That Psycho Crusher's too good.
Actually, it's funny that apparently in CVS 2, they made it so the boss characters like
Mm-hmm.
Shiniguma, God Rugal, and stuff
No,
are
yeah.
playable
Yeah.
in ranked. So
Yeah.
you can bring those overpowered characters in ranked. So
Yeah,
you
yeah, I heard about that. I was like, yeah, great, great, super, good, yeah. Making a mess, incredible. Back in the day, balancing? Nah, we didn't do that yet.
No, you're playing that as God intended you to play.
Raw and unfiltered.
Oh God. But yeah, no.
Oh,
Again, incredible collection in the sense of like glad all these games got to be played out. Just a little bit disappointing of how they decided to implement some of the stuff. But overall, I'm glad. I'm glad. Um the other game, the new game I played, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, the first of the trilogy. Uh
ooh, how are you
because there
liking it?
apparently is supposed to.
Yep, the third is well. Here's the thing.
Supposedly
The
coming out.
third, it's definitely going to come because I think again, Disney has the ultimate say there. Disney's gonna get their money's worth, and it's also really the only successful new Star Wars game. The Battlefronts weren't winners, and the Ubisoft one fell completely flat on its face as expected. So the only Star Wars video games that have been like winners are these two games. And the second one was very well received. As was the first one, even though I didn't care for the first one as much.
Yeah, no, yeah. I've heard like the first one, like people enjoyed it, and then the second one was definitely a lot better. So I'm hoping to get to the second one at some point soon.
I will
Since I already
say,
have it,
playing the second one made me like the first one more. I went back to it and was like, okay, it's worth it in the journey. But like the first one by itself at the time, oh my god, it really got on my nerves in certain areas. Mainly because I find it really annoying to play a Force user that can't really use the Force for most of the game. I think that's just really annoying and dumb. And I don't like it, but I understand, like, thematically why. It was just, like, gameplay-wise, I'm like, dude, just grab the fucking rope with the Force. Why are you making me jump like this? Just grab the rope. Just grab the rope with the Force, bruh. Whereas, now he grabs the rope with the Force. It's really good.
Yeah. It had to build up to it. It had to build up to it.
Well, here's why. Game 1, you are a Padawan that entire game in terms of how you feel in terms of power, no matter how much grinding you do. Game 2, out the gate, motherfucker, you are a Jedi Knight. You are a Jedi Knight. And by the end of it, I won't spoil anything. Third game, third trilogy is clearly, and now you're the master. Carry the legacy. I won't spoil anything. Game 2 is phenomenal. Game 1 is okay. I would give game 1 like a 6 or a 7. Some parts of it an 8 for story alone, right? Story and stuff carries it more than gameplay. Second one, gameplay, all of it is like standing very good. And I think the second one also gave the actor Cameron Monaghan, who plays Cal Kestis, really got to like showcase how good of an actor he is in the second one way more. And he eats the role up like to a point where you're just like, yeah, okay, yeah. It's good. It's really good. I really like the second one.
Yeah, no, I think in the first one he was getting his like.
When you get to the second one, let me know because then I'm gonna redo it as well.
All right. I will let you know
because I really like the second one. It's really good, dude. The amount of time I spend customizing my lightsaber, it's a lot. It's a lot. I didn't think I was gonna be one of those people, but I was like, okay, yeah, I might go to the Galaxy's Edge at some point and just spend the entire day building my lightsaber in the shop and then buying it and be like, I spent 8 hours on this. It was worth it. This is my lightsaber. Your lightsaber is your life. Come on, man. You can't lose it. It's yours. It's more than just a weapon. It's an extension of who you are. And it's true, like, the way lightsaber customization and combat works in the second one, dude, like, as the journey went on, not only was I, like, changing my outfit and hairstyle based on, like, how I felt in the journey, I was changing the aesthetic of my weapon up and the color of the saber to, like, as the journey progressed and things got different, I was like, no, like, yo, your lightsaber is your life. It's reflective of where I'm at in the game right now, that it looks like this right now. It's... oh my god. You know how, like, they've, like, across, like, Star Wars lore here and there, they've done things where, like, certain Jedis have, like, a unique way to use the Force that's kind of unique to them, and Cal's thing is, like, the Echo thing?
Yes.
Okay, so that's still there in the second one. All I'll say is the second one does that again, but mixes it up in a way where it's like, okay, so some Jedi, or just some Force users, because the Force is weird and kind of undefined, do have, like, a unique thing with the Force that no one else really has. Cal has 2. because one is considered like a light side thing and the other's a dark side thing. Yo, Cal's dark side thing, bruh, bruh.
Bro.
It's never been easier to kill 300 stormtroopers.
Damn.
Bro, like Force Unleashed, eat your heart out. Eat your heart out. It's not flashy in any way, what he does, but in terms of the power it implies for dipping into the dark side, it's way scarier than anything Force Unleashed the entire franchise did. Like, thinking about it from like the stormtroopers perspective, bro, those dudes are pissing themselves. Like, you would be horrified if that happened to you, because it's like a nightmare scenario. The mental effect of someone doing that and to all the people around you alone would be like traumatic as hell if you lived it. Like, it is like, I was just like, yo, Cal, that's kind of fucked, bro. That's like dark as hell. It's like, it would have been better if you just force crushed them, Cal. This was worse, what you do to them. This was like, because like, it's a physical thing you still do to them, because you're still, you know, slashing them up and shit, but like, the power that he exercises here, which is very unique, it's like, there's a psychological, like, torture aspect to what he does to these people in this sequence. It's really good. I cannot wait for you to get to the second game. It is like, if you like the first game at all, the second game is gonna absolutely be amazing, and it is an absolute improvement in every way. And it really, like, story-wise and character-wise, oh my god, the second one goes places. And I feel like the second one, because of the variety of, like, customizing how Cal looks, BD looks, and your Saber looks, and all the different combat forms you can get, really reward exploration way more than the first game. Way more. It is absolutely worth it to explore to your heart's content and backtrack to a place you couldn't get to before. Whereas the first game, it kinda doesn't feel like that. It feels a little more like fluff. This one, it's like, no. It's a galaxy, baby. It's crazy out there.
Okay.
It's good.
Yeah,
I
mean,
really
in the
like,
first one,
again, first one, 6, 7. The second one, a hard 8 the whole time. Sometimes a 9. Sometimes a 9 on that generic 1 to 10 scale, right? Like, sometimes a 9. Like, big improvement. Big improvement. And the improvements actually made the first game seem better to me. Because it, like, really does the journey thing. Like, the first one gets to shine more because it represents itself better as the Padawan chapter of the story. Like, if it's a book, right? If it's a trilogy, Padawan movie, Padawan game, Night game, we're headed into Master game. The Night game gives the Padawan one the grace it needed to, like, exist more on its own feet, in a way. It really, like, you will have a better fondness for the first one having played the second one, which I think is actually pretty hard for sequels to do, usually. Usually the sequel is just like, it's way better, right? Like, it usually doesn't add something to the first one, it's just better. Or it's worse, right? Like, this one actually, like, you could go back and play the first one and be like, I told you. And I was like, oh, you know what? I actually dislike some of these things less because I know where it leads to, and I appreciate the actual, like, journey that's happened here. I just didn't before because I hadn't gotten to see the results of that journey yet.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for the third one. Like, day one, I'm hitting the third one whenever it comes out, which I didn't do with either of the first games. But I will be day one-ing whatever the final part of the chapter is. Because honestly, it's definitely, out of any modern Star Wars game, the best there's been. Straight up, the second one currently. Like, and franchise-wise, I think it's the only modern Star Wars game that's worth talking about. What else have you been into?
Well, I guess a little bit going back to Fallen Order. I just wanted to go back.
Yeah.
I think with exploration wise of that game, I think a lot of it was just trying to get stim packs and like get more life force and more life and more force bar, which was like I guess a bit in the generic standards, but I do think that like there was certain exploration parts where like it wasn't so much that like, oh, I just went back to get more stems or something. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I think like some of the areas that opened up, I think were more visually great, or like what was going on was more interesting. Like the fact that in, I forgot where it was. It's I believe not the Resistance planet, but it was a
Is it the
what's
Night
it
Sister
called?
planet?
No.
Have you met the Night
Not.
Sister yet?
No, I already completed the game. I finished the game.
Oh, okay.
I haven't got to the end with Mr. Vader there.
Yo,
Yeah, that.
that end of just like, yeah, okay, boy.
So you think you're a
The,
true Jedi? I'm about to show you what's what.
bro, the end is just like, run.
Run.
Like the fact that it just so laughably becomes, even Vader's like, run. Like,
Even if you look at the description
so
of,
good.
because you know how enemies, whenever you see them and you scan them or
Mm-hmm.
whatnot, like you get a little description. On the description says only way to survive is to run. Like the
Yeah.
fact that his thing is that too is just like damn.
I won't spoil anything, but I will say, you have not seen the last of Vader in this
Oh, I know. I have
franchise.
not seen the last debater. It feels
Oh,
that.
but the way you get to see him in the second one, what a
Oh,
twist. What a fun
damn.
twist. That shook me in the game. I was like, excuse?
Excuse me. For
Excuse?
real? What are you
It
doing?
was,
What's going on?
it was some peak Star Wars stuff. Your interaction with Vader in the second game is brief as fucking hell. It's peak Star Wars. It is peak Star
God.
Wars.
Well, cannot wait for it.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
be
Let me
getting
know
on
when
that when
you're
I can.
Yeah, let me know when you're getting on it because I'm also very curious because like I think like so like exploration in the second game there is the stim packs and stuff like that. It's less of that because there's also way more cosmetic options outfit wise. You're not
Hmm.
limited to just ponchos. There's facial hair options,
Yeah,
there's
that's
hair options, there's colors, there's different lightsaber cosmetic, there's cosmetics for BD, there's all kinds of stuff. And as the game opens up, you're also getting, are you gonna lightsaber with just the one? Do you want to do the Darth Maul double-sided? Do you want one long, one short like Ahsoka Tano? Because that's in the game. Do you want a big, heavy one like Kylo Ren? Because that's in the game. And then there's some others, and I won't tell you anymore. And you can only have two like active at a time that you can like hot swap between.
hmm
So I will be very curious to see which two you kind of lock in for your first run of the game, because
yeah.
I hard locked into two that like I could not stop having fun with, that I know, even though I briefly started it, the second one again, but like very I'm like just at the start of the game, so like I'll just boot up that save when you start it because I really won't be very far ahead of you at all. But like it is gonna take everything I have to not auto lock those two styles again, and I don't want to because I want to do something different at least in one of them. But like, dude, they're so cool. They're so cool, and one of them, without spoiling, it's just like, yes. Now I see why Force users don't use these. It seems kind of unfair. Perhaps we should not use these and hold ourselves to a higher standard. Perhaps. Oh,
Perhaps.
also the lore of the second game definitely like has some impacts on some things. And having watched the Ahsoka show, there were moments of Ahsoka where I was like, "Excuse, is that the thing from the second Fallen Jedi game?" Because it looks like the thing. It was not, but it enhances the implications of both. Where I'm just like, bro. I think I talked about it in a podcast past when I finished watching Ahsoka. Is that Night Sisters are from a different galaxy?
Yes.
They crossed the void of the abyss that no one knows how to cross. That the old Jedi did, but modern Jedi don't. Right? That like, how did we ever get across this? Well, you're gonna find out in that game. You're gonna find out. It's not the same place, and it might not be the same galaxy the Night Sisters are from. There could be more than two. It's unclear. But Night Sisters, canonically, they're not from around here, which explains why they're so fucking weird and cool.
Yeah, here's the thing. I think what the Night Sisters bring is such an interesting concept because normally a lot of when people mention the Force, they're always like, "Yeah, it's like magic," and it's like, no, the Force is not magic. What the Night Sisters do is actual magic. Like it's a
Except,
completely
except it is the Force. Also,
yeah.
yeah, like that's
It's
canonically a thing. Like, cause the Ahsoka touches on that. Any Night Sister lore and anything touches on that. And the God, what was the show called? The Acolyte really touches on that, and like, no, it's still the Force, but like, it's only the Force in the sense that's what you, the audience, have known it as always. It's not the Force to the Night Sister, but it is the same source of energy. It is the way in that there's not actually a light side and dark side. That's not how this works, actually. Star Wars at its best is gray. In that, no, it's the same thing as a lightsaber. It's like, no, it's a thing you can use, and how you use it and what you use it for, that's on you. And yes, you get influenced by shit. Like, Anakin doesn't become Vader just because he wants to. He becomes Vader because of the circumstances of things, right? But at the end of the day, like, how you use it is how you use it. In the same way that, like, inherently force choking someone or lightning them doesn't make you Sith, right? Like, they're, like, Clone Wars Animated did a great job of showing Anakin, like, yeah, okay, he's using what would be considered dark side powers, and definitely most of the Jedi would frown upon it, but at the same time, he's using them for reasons to, like, I've got to figure out how to, like, prevent my people from dying. We're in a war, right? Like, there's clearly moments where, in this franchise, at its best, where it's like, this is not as simple as we have made it seem, and that's always when it's best, and Night Sister stuff is all about that. And I really, like, I love it, because it feels different, but like, to them, it's like, they look at the way Jedi use the Force, or the way Sith use the Force, or whatever it's called, like the life energy. Like, clearly, if it's not exactly the same, it is a connected, like, energy source, for lack of a better word. It just seems to be like, oh, this is how we learn to use it, and we think the way you use it is really weird. Right? Like,
yeah.
Any culture that has, like, figured out how to use whatever this is has used it a certain way. Like, you got, like, one of the things that's really interesting is, like, in the lore, even canonically still, is like, man, there are times where, like, the way Jedi operate is so vastly different from the way they operate a couple hundred years later, right? Like, they are not the same people. They are not the same culture, right? Like, but that would make sense, right? Like, post-Empire Jedi are nothing like Jedi pre-Empire. Just as the Jedi prior to that of the Old Republic, dude, those Jedi were doing shit that would probably make even the darkest motherfuckers in, like, the Republic Jedi era, like, fucking vomit their guts out, right? Like, Old Republic Jedi would just, like, burn the planet. It's the only way. Right? Like, they were just doing shit. Like, that's just how it was, though, right? Like, it is probably one of the better points of Star Wars is that the Force is magic because we're not going to really define what it is.
Yeah.
That's what they mean when we say the Force is magic, because it should be. It should be nebulous at best. It should be hard to lock down. It should be confusing that, wait, Jedi can Force choke and Force lightning and still be Jedi? Yeah. It's just kind of frowned upon, really. Like, Yoda can use Force lightning. You think he can't Force choke someone? Of course he could. He just doesn't want to. Right? Like, and then you get into the uniqueness of, I love the little bits of, like, yo, this person, they have, like, a weird thing they can do that only they can do, and they can't even really, like, teach it to someone. Right? Like, there's, it's almost, it makes the Force seem like, or that, like, energy source seem almost alive in its own sense, which actually kind of fits the lore without being, like, weird. It's just really neat. I love any Night Sister stuff. I will say, seeing the Night Sister waifu in the second game.
I think That's the name of the planet. I just trying to remember as well. Yeah, I think it's Dagoth, the
I
planet of
think so.
the Night
Yeah.
Sisters.
Yeah. Well, the planet they live on in that galaxy.
Yeah, exactly.
Um. Yeah, dude. Seeing what Marin does in the second game, dude. I want a game where I play as a Night Sister so bad. It looks so fun. It looks so cool to be a Night Sister like in her prime, doing cool shit. I'm like, yo, where's my Night Sister game though? Like, actually though, I would play the fuck out of that. I think you're gonna really
Oh,
like the second one. It's really good.
okay. I'm have high hopes now as well. But apart from that, like a lot of the stuff that that's not really new, but I guess I've been playing is like Helldivers 2 got a big update
Yeah, Super
recently.
Earth. You're fighting on Super Earth. I saw.
Exactly. Yeah. You're now
I
fighting the
feel
Luminant on
like
Super.
I feel like I kind of missed my moment with Helldivers 2 where like I didn't have it right away at launch and then there was that weird like no one's playing it era and then it came back and it's like I feel like I like needed to be on it at the ground and just didn't like get it right away.
That's fair. Uh, I like I mostly because with friends I've been able to get back into it, but usually like a lot of times I'm just kind of like messing around.
Mhm.
Uh, there's a very there's a concept people do called credit farming, which is kind of like trying to grind the not the in-game currency, but the actual like you pay for currency so you can
Oh,
get the
okay.
war bonds for free, which
Yeah.
makes sense because some people just like I don't have like 10-20 bucks to like put down at the moment, especially with war bonds coming out like every 1 or 2 months.
Mhm.
Wait, hold on. Sorry,
You're good.
throat.
Yeah.
Um, Louis. Um, but yeah, like apart from that, like I still like playing with it. I still love dropping 500
Oh,
kilogram bombs
I
on
mean, let me
enemies
be
and stuff like
clear.
that.
Anytime I played it, it was fun. I think for me, like I personally, games like that, I don't like when it's like, okay, if I'm playing with people, whether they're randoms or like you, everyone else was like with this at the start, so they're just mowing down things, and I can only go so high in difficulty right now, and it's difficult as fuck to me, but then anyone else is like just deleting armies and it also means that like I don't really feel like I'm doing anything and then like my progression feels kind of non-existent because I'm just kind of like, all right, I'm here with people who can just annihilate everything at this difficulty like it's nothing, so I'm not really playing the game and it's not getting me up to speed really fast at all that way either. So it just kind of feels like I missed my mark with it. Like the only way it seems like I could actually like get a good time with the game is if I found people who were like as fresh as my account is and we just played together and leveled up together, but everyone else is like, they've been with the game since the start, so they're so far up there where I'm like, oh.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's,
no, yeah,
it's solo, it's pointless. So,
yeah, no, I understand where you're trying to get for in that regard. But I do think there is now benefits of having someone that's higher up now, especially if they got the new war bond, because the whole thing is that in the new war bond,
mhm.
there is a booster um that gives you a chance to get double samples when you pick one up. And the thing
Okay.
is that the problem with Helldivers at the moment is that if you played that game for a long time and just started grinding for the samples, like you kind of gotten everything, but it is a slog. It is definitely not one of the better moments of the game where you're just kind of like, am I just really playing the game just so I can get samples and not actually like having fun? Like it
Mhm.
gets to that point. So like now with the new war bond, with the potential of getting boosters and having someone like that helps kind of get through the journey a bit easier because now they've decided to kind of add another point to the game where they've done what's it called, the Call of Duty esque weapon leveling, where now each weapon has a level, and when you bring it into the game, you can level it up by completing the mission and side objectives. And every time you
Oh,
level
okay.
up, you unlock uh attachments to it. So you can unlock different scopes, different grips, and some
Oh,
guns you can change the magazine to it. You can change the muzzle attachment to it as well now. Um, it's mostly for the bullet weapons, so like your uh assault rifle, shotguns, and stuff like that.
got you.
Some of most of like the bigger ones, like snipers and like plasma stuff, you mostly only get to change the scope of it.
Okay.
Um, uh, so what how it will expand later on, I'm not sure at the moment. We'll see if they decide to give different ammo types, maybe for like the plasma stuff, like
I mean,
different
it's
sorts of like
definitely
plasma.
it's another nice addition to the game. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It definitely is. I like it because one of the things about the game itself is that there's a whole ergonomics thing to it, which you don't really see in a lot of other games because all you just do is just change your movement speed, like your mouse speed or whatever, to kind of
Mm-hmm.
feel of it. But with the game, has ergonomics, which makes it so whenever you move the your camera, like for aiming and stuff like that, the
Mm-hmm.
little reticle that you see, the higher your ergonomics, the quicker like that snaps to where you're pointing at. So if you have slower ergonomics, that little like reticle takes a while to get into position of where
Yeah.
you're trying to aim. So a lot of guns with horrible ergonomics are usually due to part because of like what stuff that they have equipped. So with this whole weapon attachment system and stuff like that, you can remove some of that stuff that maybe you didn't
Got you.
even really
Yeah.
use and make it so a lot more smoother and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I think
it is
it's a
nice to
little
see more progression added. Certainly.
yeah. So it's gonna be probably like what I'm going to be kind of grinding at the moment with friends and whatnot, as we
Got
wait to
you.
see what other future lore stuff Joel has in touch for the Helldivers. Uh,
Mm.
but yeah, I like it's one of the other stuff that I do, like just play for funs with friends at the moment. But
Yeah, I
the other
mean, I
thing I
got
was
you. I mean, that's the thing. If you had people you're playing with all the time from the get go, it's also a very different experience.
yeah, exactly. The other thing I was trying to get into, um, but right now my computer's I guess having issues. I'm not sure if it's just the game itself or like actual
Mm-hmm.
PC issues. Um, well, it's two games. Dying Light 2 because I was trying to play with a friend and try to finish up the story and do the DLC
Mm-hmm.
story that it's in there.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to get back into Payday 3 as they're launching with a new heist, a new weapon, upgraded armor system now. Like it's a completely different system now.
Right.
And there's still kind of like the overkill optimization stuff that they added like a few months back, like if back in February. I've been wanting to get into it, but like I don't know what's going on with my computer at the moment, or again if it's the game,
Mm-hmm.
because I was having no issues with it like
Right. I don't
few
remember you having issues with
a
it at
few
all.
yeah like a few weeks ago. Like I just started having issues because after like I did a Windows update and a what's called a driver update. So I
Uh
don't know
huh.
if it's like drivers or the Windows. So
I
I'm
mean,
trying to
is it
figure out
just
what to
those
do.
two games?
As of the moment, it is just those two games. So I'm trying to
Sounds
figure
like it's
out.
those two. Yeah, it sounds most
Yeah.
likely then it's those two games. But yeah,
So
I don't know.
I'll wait to see if maybe when they push a new update, if that fixes it
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah.
anything like that. So we'll see. But apart from that, I'm trying to get back into those games. A game I also wanted to get back into, and I'll probably play it next month. Dishonored 2. It's been a long time, and it's
Mm.
been enough where like I want to go back and kind of go and play it again, but like actually like get to try out some of like because I didn't really get to play a lot with Emily. I mostly just play with Corvo, so I want to actually
Really?
go through the Emily route like actually
Dude,
fully this time.
I mean, I locked Emily in instantly, so I've never done it with Corvo. Emily's fun as hell. Did you do the DLCs?
No, and that's the thing. I never got to do
Oh
the
my
DLCs because
god. You didn't
I
do
only
Death of
played
the
the main.
Outsider? You didn't do Death of the Outsider? Get the
No,
fuck
I
out of here.
haven't done it.
Bro,
No, I
Dead of
haven't
the
done it yet.
Outsider is so good. You're sleeping. Get on that. Get on that right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying,
Oh
bro. That's
my
what I'm saying.
god,
I need
that's
to get to
crazy. I
it.
can't believe you didn't play Death of the Outsider. This guy didn't play the hot assassin chick that turns into a smoke monster and eats men, and didn't play the DLC where the hot chick who was like done in the first game comes back and is a super badass, and it gives you that deep lore. This guy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get to it. That's why I want to go back and play it again.
Dude,
So
Dishonored
I'm
is
gonna
so
go back.
good as a franchise. I love
Dishonored,
Dishonored.
yeah.
I will
I'm
always
so
want more Dishonored. And I'm
I'm
probably
just
never getting it, but like I
yeah, no,
want more
because Arcane
Dishonored
is out.
always, dude. I want more Dishonored so bad. There's so much like teases of like the rest of the world that you never get to see. And I'm just like, bro, I love this fucked up whale blood cult world so much.
Yeah. Yeah, the whale bones, they have magic powers. Do not like do
Bro, it's fucking crazy. I love that game. I love all those games. Dishonored's, oh my god. Dishonored's like, I love a good like stealth game. And like Dishonored really crushed it every step of the way. In a world where a Thief reboot was attempted and well, that's dead. And where
Yep.
Assassin's Creed has never once been as fun stealthy as it likes to pretend it is. Dishonored was all I got really in recent years, and Dishonored is not a recent thing. It's a while ago. But I'd kill for more. I'd kill for more someday. It's
Maybe.
very it's
Too
very
bad. Too bad
it's
Arcane
very
Austin is
That's
closed
very
down.
Dishonored of me, if you think about it. I'd kill for more
Yeah.
Dishonored. I'd pay that
Yeah.
blood toll. What's that, a whalebone? Some strange symbols on it on the beach that I found? Alright, yeah, I'll kill the next person I see. New Dishonored? Yeah, bet. Easy. I'll pay that blood price. Blood for the blood god. Yeah. The whale told me to do it. That's a potential title. Do you have anything else, or shall we
Oh, we
head
can
into the
move.
news?
You can head into the news. I think that was kind of pretty much done. I think last month I kind of said everything else needs to say
Okay,
from other
so
games,
it is time for the news. All right, so
we're gonna start with the Bungie stuff, or are we gonna wrap
yeah,
up to
because it'll
that?
probably take the longest. So I'm gonna break the Bungie stuff into two parts here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start with the bad news and head into the good news.
Okay.
Okay, so
Fair.
the bad news is what it has seemed to be from a lot of people, and keep in mind all these people are speaking anonymous, but you know, it's coming from sources like Paul Tassi and Jason Schreier. It's like, okay, this is not to be just like, it's rumor and hearsay. Pretty much every ex-employee or current employee that spoke out has said that like morale over the Marathon project has been in free fall for a while, and multiple people have been stated that Bungie leadership needs to be gutted completely. That is the
And
problem.
honestly, yeah,
And I
haven't seen
agree.
enough
And
people, yeah.
more what I've seen, I agree, because apparently multiple people across all of Marathon's development have told them that having it just be a PvP focused thing is going to be bad, and no one would listen. Also, at some point, apparently that same leadership that is there still wanted to like make Destiny 2 a subscription based thing, and the entire development team gave such pushback. They were like, yo, kill it, it'll be dead, we'll be dead, and they stopped that. But also at some point people in leadership at Bungie said that like they were worried that the Trials of Osiris glowing armor was too nice compared to like Eververse stuff, so that people wouldn't buy cosmetics, so you need to make it look worse.
That's awful. That's actually
Yes. So we really have learned a lot of leadership issues at Bungie, including people that are no longer there but are still there. We've also learned that the current release date for Marathon is the day that Sony will pay out the last payment to the current leadership of Bungie, at which point Sony owns Bungie. So like Sony owns them. That is going to happen. That has always been the plan. Sony is just a long-term buyout deal. So it's not about like them trying to like be dicks to hold on. No, these people will not be in charge of Bungie, even if they're still in the leadership position. Sony will tell Bungie what to do upon that date. That's how it's going to work. It will be Sony's studio at that point. Like, 100%. And multiple anonymous sources, both active and former employees, say that they think it's the only future for Bungie at this point. It's the only way to save the company. Is that the Sony buyout needs to finish, and they need to gut the leadership at Bungie and just take a firm hand. It sounds like it is purely, like, rotten, greedy leadership at the top, and has been for a while. Which is, you know, very par for the course, I think, in this industry. Is usually, when it's bad at the top first. Very rarely is it like, oh, that developer was a problem. Very rarely, you know? Usually it's like, oh, is it the dudes sitting in the boardroom at the top with the big salaries, making dumb, greedy decisions and fucking people over who aren't even really doing the work? Yeah. So that's, like, a thing. Marathon, there are rumors that Sony has canceled all marketing plans.
Yes.
There are rumors that Sony is not even going to let the game come out. There are no rumors that Sony's not going to finish the payout and buy out the rest of Bungie. That's not a rumor, because that's still happening. But it sounds like the whole plan has been for Bungie leadership of just make Marathon, slop it together, get our last paycheck and bounce, and leave the company in shambles. And it sounds like Sony has kind of caught on to that, and has just been like, okay, no marketing, cancel that, game might be not coming out, you'll still get your paycheck, but none of this is seeing the light of day. There's the whole fuckery with Anti-Real, the incredible artist that people stole, like, the actual just art assets from, which is insane because you can see all the, like, Bungie leadership has been following Anti-Real on social media for years.
I know that's kind of like the damning thing about this entire thing, where it's like a lot of people were like okay with maybe the gameplay.
It's more than that, because the gameplay, it's the first, like, Bungie game that doesn't feel good to play.
Yeah, no, so that's what I'm trying to get. I was going to try to get at. Like, the whole point is that the gameplay of this was off. Like, people were kind of like in this sort of like limbo of like maybe it could be better. We don't know how it can improve. It's just that it's just not in a good state. And this is after a year of delay from like whatever happened the initial alpha testing. But everyone was in agreement. Everyone was in agreement. Art style, everything about it, delicious. It was the best thing.
It was what was keeping it alive.
Yeah.
And now,
and then literally the news of like
cancer.
Yeah, it's stolen.
Cancer.
Yeah,
it's
stolen.
Cancer. And poor Anti-Real has been like, I don't have the energy or the resources to do anything about this legally.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. Somebody pointed out in, like, I was listening to Castle Super Beast, and Pat was like, okay, so what if somebody just goes, hey, I'm a lawyer, I'll do it pro bono. Well, then suddenly she has the energy and resources. That's a thing. Somebody could just be like, look, I'll do it pro bono, and we'll talk about fee and cost when the case is over. That's what that is, right? Like, if somebody did that, then suddenly that's a very different conversation. Also, I want to point out, I don't know if you saw the, like, Bungie response video, where the current art director, Joseph Cross, was very clearly put on stage. He was not planned to be on this stream. This was supposed to be a gameplay stream. No gameplay was shown. He was put on stage, clearly reading from a piece of paper in his hand that must have just been handed to him. They put this man out there to die. And while he is the art director currently, and was during this process, it's also noted that all the other Bungie leadership clearly just made this man go out there and die. Die for this. Even though they equally should be held to blame. They clearly just closed ranks, threw someone out there to be thrown to the wolves so that they could save face, basically. Like, you can sense the toxicity. So it's a lot of bad around Marathon right now. There's nothing good going on about Marathon, which is fucking heartbreaking. However, it's kind of just aggressively highlighting that it's the leadership. It's been the leadership, not the team making the game. And here's why I think I can back that up. Because prior to all this marathon stuff, we had some actual Destiny stuff. Destiny 2 Edge of Fate is the next expansion. It's called the Fate Saga. It's 4 expansions. These expansions are going to be keyed in scale to think Rise of Iron or Taken King. So smaller than, like, big expansions have been in a while. But that's, like, some of the best of Destiny. Ask anyone. Ask anyone. Taken King, Rise of Iron, some of the best of Destiny. No more seasonal content that goes away. No more paid seasonal content. It's free.
Oh, okay.
More accessibility. The only thing you'll be paying for is expansions. That's it. Out of, like, content like that. No more, like, the expansion will come out. There will be the seasonal content between that and the next expansion. There will also be what is considered just a major update, which is, like, maybe like a mini expansion on its own. Free. That'll happen in that time slot as well. Free. They're getting an armor rework, calling it Armor 3.0, as games do. It's going to be reworked to lean further into that RPG-ness of armor, like, themed together. It's like a set, right? It has set bonuses. Stats reworked and allowed to scale higher. More build variety. So that, yeah, you all Titans running solar. Well, what set are you wearing? What did you key those stats into? What kind of solar Titan are you? Add in the variety that's already there and double down on it. Again, major updates between expansions. The next 4 expansions listed. Major update in seasonal content going forward, free for all players. Embracing the RPG loot vibes they've always kind of wanted to. And the expansions, so the new one is called Edge of Fate. We're going to Kepler, a planet at the edge of our known solar system, basically. All the way at the end. Almost leaving the galaxy. Almost. We're engaging with the 9, who, in case you don't know, the 9, basically, each one of them represents one of the celestial bodies in our galaxy, and they exist because we exist.
Oh, interesting.
And we are going to deal with the fact that the 9 have been aligned until they weren't, and now 4 have split off and are trying to exist outside of their dependence on us, and the others aren't. And the a missionary of the 9 that we've interacted with quite a lot is shedding her skin to revert back to her former self. And it's cool. There's some weird, crazy... Destiny is at its best when it's more of a mystery than a story to tell you. And that's what we're getting again. The next expansion, they've also shown off a teaser trailer for that. It's called Renegades, and it's Star Wars inspired. You're gonna get a lightsaber. They showed off, like, a big desert locale. They've said it is not a non-canon story. It is a canon story. It will involve characters that are being set up in Edge of Fate. It is going to be all canon. But it is going to clearly, aesthetically and thematically, pull from Star Wars, because it's one of the... It's like, come on. Did you look at Destiny? It's clearly inspired by Star Wars. It's literally about light and dark, bro. Right? Like, metaphysical forces that can't be defined. Like, yeah, we were just talking about how Star Wars is at its best when the Force is not tied to a black and white and is way more murkier and gray. That's literally what Destiny did. It's like, no. The darkness is not an evil thing. It's just, how do you use it? It's just an energy thing. It's just, what are you doing with it? So that's pretty cool. Also, every expansion is going to tell its story in a unique way, mechanically. Edge of Fate is a Metroidvania style story, where you will be unlocking ways to traverse Kepler that you'll have to double back and be like, oh, now they literally show you turning into, like, a Samus energy ball to get in somewhere. So, they are just, like, hard on their sleeve. We like Metroidvanias, so we're gonna make an expansion that mechanically, as you navigate the story, at least, until you get to, like, you know, you beat the campaign and then the real game begins, But to do that, you're gonna learn all these Metroidvania things that are like, oh, that's how you get in that weird area. You had to get the ball ability first, right? Like, literally Metroid. And so that means the Star Wars one will have its own kind of unique mechanic to explore its region. Keep in mind, between all these expansions, there is multiple seasons. I think it's like 3 or 4. All that season content will be free, and it will not go away. You know, the season pass and stuff will still be there, but the content is no longer locked behind a paywall. And in between somewhere while those seasons are going on, before you get to the next expansion, will be a major update, which is like a mini expansion that is also free. And the expansions are as follows: Edge of Fate, into Renegades, our Star Wars themed one, into Shattered Cycle, into The Alchemist, and that's it. And I think you might have just Discorded me. Yep, you're good. I see you. Yeah. All right. A brief break here while they walk their dog. Picking right back up. So yeah, it really seems that Bungie leadership has been a problem, which I think is something we've all kind of at least been thinking for a minute now, based off the last guy from Bungie leadership that left that had like a lot of sexual allegations against him. It seems that it's, again, unfortunately, rotten from the top. But honestly, the whole Sony thing is probably what saves the company. Because I think if, like, they weren't in this thing where Sony's just going to buy them out over time, these dudes would just ship the thing, take the money, and leave the studio, and they'd be fucked. Like, you hate to see it, but there's also a lot of good people working at Bungie, and their charities have done a lot of good work. And then you're looking at, like, it seems like current Bungie leadership has known that, like, it really seems like all Marathon has been the thing to meet the bare minimum terms, if even that, of their agreement with Sony, to get their last payout and then just leave. And be like, okay, enjoy that, I guess. Right? Like, really just seems like it's designed to fuck over the entire studio, get their last paycheck and leave, and do whatever. So whatever happens with Marathon at this point is anyone's fucking guess. But
yeah,
Destiny, weirdly, seems to have been, like, I guess with the Sony buyout thing, Destiny has kind of not been as affected by Bungie leadership as much. For some reason, at least it seems that way, because, like, the changes coming to Destiny and the changes that have happened in between the time I wasn't playing and coming back again, mostly positive overall. And, like, this reveal of, like, the Edge of Fate, the Fate Saga, the fact that, like, right at the gate they were like, no more paid seasonal, no more seasonal content that goes away, more accessibility, we're reworking armor stats and allowing you to scale higher and more build variety to allow more uniqueness in who you are. Major updates between expansions, also free. Here's your next 4 expansions. Here's the name of them. Here's the vibe of them. Each expansion's gonna, like, you know, have its own unique mechanic and how it tells the story. Like, it really seems like they're doing some fun stuff and they're excited about it. And it has kind of the dead opposite energy of Marathon right now.
Yeah.
And, you know, Destiny makes a profit. It does. It just doesn't make the crazy profit that Bungie leadership always said it does. It just makes a decent profit. It's not gangbusters every time. I don't know. More content being free and going back to only paid expansions and making them each more unique and stand out, that's probably gonna make that profit bigger, in my opinion. Because, like, even in Destiny's lowest moment, it still didn't completely die. Like, the beauty of a successful live service is that even if you fumble for quite a while, if you were successful enough, you can ride out the fumble and come back if you do it right. It's happened before. They've done it before. Like, it's really... It sucks to see so much bad shit with Marathon, but it also, at the same time, it is aggressively exposing that the issue with Bungie is the leadership, and has been.
Mm-hmm.
If Marathon has to die to get these people, like, put on blast like they should, even though that all that's really gonna happen is they exit the company, which is what's gonna happen either way.
Yeah.
But it, like, highlights that, no, the people making the game that you like, Those people put their heart into this game, and they believe in this game, and they're not trying to fuck you over. And if anything, they clearly have been actively trying to prevent Bungie leadership, because, yeah, apparently, like, leadership was like, you need to make the non-premium armor look worse because it looks too good, and nobody's gonna buy the premium armor then. And we should do a subscription model. And that was massively pushed back by the development team. So there's a world where Destiny actually is already dead because, like, they made it a subscription model and made the armor that you earn without paying for even worse looking. That would have been a dead game. That game would have died for that. Like, a subscription service would have killed this game. So, yeah, I'm hoping that at least... I have hope I think Destiny will survive. Whether Marathon does or not, don't know. Can't tell. Honestly, I think a crazy, like, out-of-left-field dream outcome, I would actually, let's see these dudes get put on blast, have you heard what the current leadership is collectively known as?
No.
The Good Old Boys. Yeah. That's the Good Old Boys Club. That's what they're called. Yeah, that's got big Cosby Room energy vibes from Blizzard.
Yeah.
It needs to go. It's the leadership. It's always the fucking people at the top in this kind of situation, almost without, like, to the point where I really don't even think I need to bother to even fact check that anymore half the time. It's like, yeah, it's the people at the top. It's always them first. Like, it's always, that's where the rot starts, right? Like, any other rot is perpetuated because of them. So it's the people at the top and then the people directly under them, and then the actual people developing and making the game just get annihilated and blamed for it because they're called developers. And it's like, why don't you look at the producers? Why don't you look at their department leads who just tell everyone what to do and don't actually do the legwork? Again, it's always at the top.
Always at the top.
My big, I think, crazy, roundabout, left field dream thing would be Marathon kind of has to die for this, I think. I think the egregiouses, the offenses are too high. I think Marathon has to die, because the only way you could salvage this is you have to cut a check to Anti-Real, or you have to completely scrap everything. Either way, this game is delayed. I think I would like to see whether Marathon is put away for now or just completely dies and maybe they try again down the line. Either one of those. Bungie leadership goes. They're going to collect their fucking golden parachute paycheck and fucking Bobby Kotick their way out of this like they all do. But then, let Destiny do its thing. Keep a firm hand on the studio, but let these people develop their game and make a really cool game and be chill about it. And then, like, I don't know, maybe one of those expansions, like, they finally dropped a trailer for, like, not Edge or Fate or Renegades, because we kind of have a vibe of what the aesthetic is for both, but, yo, what if Shattered Cycle and The Alchemist, the weirdest name one of all of them, what if, like, the trailer drops for that, right? And then everyone immediately knows, yo, that's Anti-Real. That's Anti-Real's art. But, like, it opens with, like, immediately crediting Anti-Real and what their official, like, position was as, like, an art consultant and freelancer hired to, like, help with the aesthetic to design the art Bible for this expansion. And fully paid and credited. Like, that to me would be the power play to, like, redeem the name. Let Marathon die, or let it get massively pushed back to do whatever with maybe down the load rate or make it a single-player thing. I don't know. But then, let that leadership walk out, punish them as much as you can, but they're gonna golden parachute like they all do. And then in one of these later expansions, just work, like, super exclusively with Anti-Real. And let Anti-Real just cook it the fuck up, and then drop that trailer and just make all the leadership currently look like morons. Because it's like, bro, you could have just hired Anti-Real, and this would have been a slam dunk, you dumbasses. Your golden parachute would have been bigger. You could have just worked with them. But no, you're mad that Sony won the buyout in a way that you didn't like, so whatever, I guess. But yeah, it's weird to be talking about, like, Destiny so positively and Marathon so negatively.
Negatively,
right now. But that's currently kind of the gist of it without nitty-gritty deep diving into it, which I don't want to do. because we are already like 2 hours and 30 minutes, and I
Yeah,
am
we're
really
already
hungry.
same
Dude,
here.
I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten since I got up. So,
I've only eaten this snack, which is basically chocolate chip cookie. So I need food.
dude, I've had 2 cups of coffee and a bit of ginger ale. So that's it. So we'll go through the news here. We'll keep a pulse as always on the Bungie story as it unfolds. Because right now, like all we're getting is the rumors of like Sony canceling the marketing plans and potentially not allowing the game to come out. Which would be that game's supposed to come out in September. That would be insane. Like, as much as I don't like when people do this, even Concord got to launch at least.
For
It
the
died
small amount of
immediately,
time. Yeah,
but
yeah.
the game came out and was playable. Bungie is a big name. It's not a nobody studio. It's not an unknown studio. Marathon is a known franchise with a lot of history. To not let that come out, I think it says a lot from Sony if they look at that and they're like, okay, Bungie leadership tried to play some fucking games. We're not even gonna do this. No. Here's your final payout. You're out of the company. We own it. The game is not coming out. I don't think they're even allowing pre-orders as of now. I think they turned it all off.
Oh, we can actually check that right now. Let's see, because you could pre-order on Steam.
I'd
So,
heard that they
yeah, no, they removed it. If there was a pre-order for Marathon, it's gone now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Honestly, I'm going to give props to Sony. That's a bold move that a lot of companies, especially that scale, would not even conceive of, right? Like they're just going to put it out. But especially I think in an era where Concord kind of failed so badly and there's been a lot of we're shifting away from the live service stuff, and we now know that, hey, remember when like everyone thought Destiny was like the live service to chase because Bungie leadership kept touting it like that and did a really good job of making it seem that way when it really was just like it's profitable but it's not a slam dunk the peak of live service, right? I remember
Yeah.
when Sony first started working with Bungie. Hey, do you know what some of that leadership got to do? They got to influence the other live service games. And it is basically all but confirmed. This is from like Jason Schreier, Paul Tassi, is that it sure seems like that the reason we didn't get that Last of Us multiplayer standalone is because somebody from Bungie said that one's gonna flop. You should shut it down.
Ooh.
Because they were the live service people. Because everyone believed that Destiny made insane profits when it didn't. They were faking those numbers. It made a good profit. It was not like perfect, right? Like they really propagandaed this. And it really seems that they were hired, but part of the Sony buyout was to have those people help work with Sony to get some of these like live services to actually take off, right? Because the live services from the Jim Ryan era, and most of those have failed now, and most of them that didn't fail or even come out have been canceled. Marathon was one of the only ones left. And remember, the cancellation of that like standalone was so late. Like, it was like 3 years into development or more, and they canceled it. And even the reasoning didn't make sense. Like, it was like, because we'd have to never be able to make single-player games again. And it was like, no one expected the standalone multiplayer of this to be live service forever to begin with anyway. And it was just kind of weird. Dude, if they influenced that at all, and we lost the one actual, like, live service thing that probably would have been a slam dunk. You know, Helldivers being the unexpected for them. But, like, dude, that Last of Us 1 would have sold, and it would have been good, and it would have played. Every time I play The Last of Us 2, if I play the story mode or the roguelike mode, I'm just like, bro, this game would have been so fun to play as a co-op thing, a co-op horde thing, or just even a multiplayer with a couple different modes and maps. Like, it just plays so well. And to see that, like, toxic Bungie leadership that's that's completely designed Marathon to be the dumbest fucking obvious fucking scam ever, like an actual scam, both to Sony and to consumers, which is crazy. And I'm expecting that, like, some of these Sony rumors might be real, because Sony's down, like, Sony put a lot of money into Bungie for the Marathon thing. Marathon, in fact, to make a profit, has to be one of the best-selling, like, shooters Ever, apparently. That ain't happening. And I think maybe these toxic dipshits at Bungie might have overplayed their hand. And underestimated that fact that Sony might actually not even let this come out, which would be crazy. Because it's supposed to come out in September. That's like, what, 3 months or something? Like that? Like, that's so close for them to be like, no, cancel pre-orders, no marketing's gonna come out, the game is not coming out, we will pay you as per terms of contract, the last paycheck, and you're the fuck out of here. And then we will figure out the next step. That is a bold move from a studio that big. Like, Sony doing that is crazy. It'd be crazy if any big name company did that. And so, with that, we'll kind of blitz through the rest of the news here. Dead by Daylight did its 9-year anniversary. Stream showed off some stuff to come. The Five Nights at Freddy's thing is coming. I don't really care about it. The thing that's been the best is the massive quality of life, like, updates. The first phase of it rolled out a little before the anniversary stream, and it has been, like, a mental buff to the emotional state of the game. Because it's, like, instead of having just 3 dailies and working on 1 challenge at a time for the, like, Rift Cosmetic Pass, you have, like, the Fortnite system of quests where it's, like, a fuck ton of quests that are just all stuff you're doing in-game across both roles that are just actively being worked on at all times by playing the game. You're no longer locked into one. So you're throughout any match, even a match that just goes really bad for you on either role, you're still getting that progress notification. You're still seeing value out of even the shittiest matches.
That's good.
It's also made grinding any cosmetics or for events or anything, hey, super fucking easier. It doesn't feel... Dude, it feels like now you could come to the end of the season with, like, 2 weeks because it'll have that Fortnite buildup of, yeah, here's the 30 challenges that were week 1. Here's the 30 milestones that were week 1. Here's all of that for week 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All there, all progressing at the same time. Some of them overlapping in what you're needing to do. So, are you playing one role? Are you playing both? Are you a casual? Are you, like in the way that, like, a Fortnite pass, you can, like, the Battle Royale one, you can just hop in and, like, bro, within, like, a week of playing, if you're joining at late in the season, you can complete the pass casually without ever winning. It's like that. It's very good. It's really shifted the mental. I have seen less toxic behavior from players all around. Because it's like, oh, people aren't encouraged to play so specifically of like, all right, look, I have to play really dirty because I'm stuck at this one challenge. And I need to beat this challenge to open up the challenge thing a bit more to have more variety and be able to do the ones I know I can do without being an asshole. Now it's just like, nope, you're playing the game. You're getting progress in all your things for just playing the game. It's encouraging more variety. It's encouraging less toxicity. And the next batch of, like, massive quality of life updates is in a couple months. And it's going to be more accessibility, more anti-camping systems and stuff. I think that was you. Oh, that was not you. That was someone else. So yeah, that's pretty good. Borderlands 4 showed off some gameplay and stuff. It's tone-wise, it looks like it's going back to more of a Borderlands 1 tone, more serious than funny, which is fine. I dig Borderlands 1. I was fine with 2 and 3, but, like, I understand why people want to go back to 1. It seems to have taken some cues from Diablo and Destiny. It's like bigger open areas and a more connected map across the world. And you just kind of drive around on your little Destiny bike and, like,
yeah, that's when I saw it's like, oh, that's the Destiny bike. They
wanted more, like, loot variety, but also uniqueness. So, like, creating set bonuses and stuff. And I was like, okay, all right, Borderlands 4, bit of a shakeup. I'm down.
Yeah, the only thing is, I think I'm gonna. Did you hear kind of the stuff with Randy Pitchford again?
Yeah, he's a moron.
Yeah, he's a moron. Yeah, it's just that, like...
He was like, real fans will find a way to spend the $80 if it is $80. But it's like, okay, Randy Pitchford, CEO and millionaire, Mr. Oh, I lost the thumb drive with those allegations on me that I got to hold on to for some reason. Like, yeah, Randy Pitchford continues to be a terrible human being. I don't like talking about Randy Pitchford because, yeah, he's the CEO of Gearbox. He doesn't really have anything to do with Borderlands as, like, is the game gonna be good? He's just the
Yeah,
guy
he's
who
just
makes all the money, like, and he's a weirdo.
yeah.
And probably, like, a rapist. Like, okay, so he's like every other CEO? Why are we talking about this, then? The only news I want to hear
Yeah.
is when Randy Pitchford goes to jail. Like,
That would be the day.
that's like news about Bobby Kotick being a bad person.
Yeah.
Okay? Like they all are, most of them. That's the problem. That's why it's always the top that's rotten. It's never the little guy making the game doing all the work. But yeah, he's out of touch and he's a millionaire who's probably done terrible things as usual.
Yep.
He also looks like Stephen Fry's like estranged heroin addict brother. Look at a picture of Randy
What?
Pitchford and tell me I'm wrong.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong. I'm not.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. It shouldn't be easy for you to see what I just described, but it's accurate. More accurate than any of us would like, especially Stephen Fry. So Warframe Isle Weaver was announced. It's coming out in July, I think. Yeah, I think it's July 21st, something like that. It's the next major update that will follow the story of Warframe 1999 that is now following from that, what happened in that, to leading back to Duviri to do stuff there. Which is cool, because Duviri is sick. It will also launch with the next heirloom skin, which is the super premium skin. It's, I say super premium, they're not that expensive. They're just, like, crazy looking. I mean that these skins take, like, you get, like, 2 a year. That's how long they take. They're very unique looking. Like, and this one is for Valkyrie, and I'm super excited, because that's one of my favorites. It also will be, the Spider Frame is finally gonna come out. Araxia, she's here. She's gonna be a boss. You have to fight her to get her, which is kind of cool. Street Fighter 6 Monster Hunter Wilds Demon Mode Engage.
Yeah,
please.
Misatsu. I want that actually to be a thing. I don't want that just be like actual.
That's the 28th, right? I think so.
28th, 29th, one of those.
One of those, yeah. Silk Song. It exists, I think. Silk Song.
We didn't see an official release date, so I still don't believe it.
There was an official release date and gameplay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get to
Shadow
see that then.
Syndicate. Did you see this? I sent you a trailer for it, I think. It was
Yes,
the Max
you
Payne,
did.
but animals.
Yes.
Max Payne, and he also actually does detective work.
Yeah.
I think it looks cool.
Yeah, Max Payne just kind of goes on a killing spree. Even though he's a detective, he doesn't really like.
And then he wears weird shirts for the third game, and it's kind of weird.
Bro, just let him be, man. Just let him be.
Then there's I Am Ripper, which is something you sent me, which I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, understood, understood, okay, yeah. I see that the ongoing, hey, everybody really liked Until Dawn, and then hey, they made a bunch of more games in that genre just with different stories. Okay, all right, I understand. Genre or subgenre archetype established. It's an Until Dawn game. And by that, it means it plays like one of those. Which is great. Those are great. I love those games. Those are super fun. They're like, which really, if you think about it, that's just the horror movie version of what David Cage has been doing.
Really hasn't it?
Except it's better and doesn't involve David Cage. Spoilers, David Cage is a crazy weirdo, and the only one of those games worth playing, honestly, is Beyond Human. Or, no. Become Human? Detroit Become Human? No. Detroit Become Human. Do not play Beyond Two Souls. What is wrong with you?
I don't know. It's because you said it's.
Well, because I can't remember the names of any of them, because they're all stupidly named. Fucking Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls. What is the fucking Omicron, the Nomad Soul? Like, shut the fuck up, David Cage.
I honestly thought you were gonna say temperature Fahrenheit, whatever.
No, see, temperature Fahrenheit. See, exactly. Thanks for proving my point. Moving on from David Cage.
Something Indigo Prophecy. Temperature.
Something. Who cares? Yeah. There was also Displacement and Hunger. You showed me. I didn't really like looking at Hunger, the trailer, I honestly didn't really understand what the fuck it was trying to sell me on. Also, it looks like it's an extraction game, and I'm like, okay, like, we just had, like, 5 of those die before they came out. You really
Yeah.
think you're the one that's gonna make it? Good luck with that. I love a good
Yeah.
extraction game if they're good, but good luck with that. I don't think that's gonna get very far. And I couldn't really tell what Displacement was, like, going for, vibe-wise. Of what you showed me, I Am Ripper was the only one that I'm like, oh, I'm here for this. This is some fucking whack job shit over here.
Yeah, no, for Hunger, that one, like, yeah, it does seem to be more it reminds me more of like what Hunt is supposed to be, but we're going even further back from the 1800s to this is how we're fighting with flintlocks and like whatever the fuck
So I feel
you
like vibe wise, like okay, Hunt's like kind of fun to play, but like I want Hunt more as a not extraction game, if that makes sense.
which is kind of what almost Switchfire was going to be, but we're still working on that.
I want Hunt as like a single player or like co-op horde mode. I want Hunt as like a Left 4 Dead 2 or Call of Duty Zombies, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And what makes me intrigued by Hunt is aesthetic and time period combination and
Hmm.
genre. That's not working for Hunger for me at all because I don't care about that time period aesthetically. I don't care. It is not as cool as, yo, what if it's like Wild West but like grimdark? Right? Like that's fucking cool. I don't care about grimdark whatever the fuck colonial era that is. That's stupid. It's dumb.
And still,
It is
I,
dumb. Think about it. Like, you can't go too far back and still be fighting, like, werewolves and witches. Bro, what are you gonna shoot it once every 7 years with your musket? That's stupid. That doesn't make sense. You gotta
I
have, like,
still,
some actual way of fighting. I don't know. I looked at it and I was like, it. It doesn't look appealing to me at all. Like, I just, like, I was like, alright, where's the selling point of this? Because if it's just like literally doing what Hunt does and it's just further back, zero interest. Zero. Why would I ever play that over Hunt? And
for
I don't
me,
even play Hunt. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, it's not enough.
I'm hoping like there's an actual like story to it alongside it, and that's what I'm gonna see. I'm
If it's
hopefully
an
they will.
extraction game, absolutely not. There won't be. Not in any
Yeah,
way that you can really, like, concurrently enjoy. About as much
yeah.
story as Hunt, probably. I mean, that was the whole argument for Marathon too. Is like, yeah, extraction game can be cool and good, and you could maybe make it work, but like, you're also trying to do lore stuff, and while that's cool and can be done, it's like, man, it's really hard to tell like a concurrent story that everyone gets to experience and follow remotely in an extraction game. You could piecemeal it at best. And when you piecemeal story, it has to be good, like the entire time, or it just doesn't work. Yeah, that's news unless you got something else.
No. Well, there was actually one bit of news that I want to go back to Borderlands. Apparently there has been a lot of review bombing of the game, and it's due to the EULA changes. Apparently, some of the changes were like it seems to be more invasion of privacy and stuff like that. Like there just seems
Hmm.
to be like them wanting to get more information from like not just like you like your personally but like your console like computer and stuff like that, so a lot of people seem
Interesting.
to be like review bombing the hell out of the Borderland games at the moment just because it's like, hey, like this is not cool, like you like there's no reason you should be asking for so much personal information
Huh.
um for a EULA. So
Yeah.
that was
Weird.
like one,
I didn't
yeah.
hear about that. I guess GTA 6 was delayed. I guess people care about that. I don't really care
Yeah.
about that. I was like, okay, whatever. Um I'm trying to think if there's anything else really. I do know that I'm currently still watching Andor season 2. Um And then I think this month the Captain America film hits Disney Plus, so I'll be watching that and talking about that next month for sure. But other than that, ready to pitch that wish list then?
Yeah, let's pitch the wish list.
What do you got?
So let's see. From newer stuff.
Or just honestly, if you can always go to something old at this point if it's been a minute since you brought it back up, especially if like it was a wish list thing that you actually got to put hands on at some point, or if there was an update that made you like commit to it more.
Yeah, like I mean, I did put hunger, I did put displacement. One I did add, I don't remember if I talked about this, but it's called Alyssa, the Parting. The whole point of that game, so there's an old PS1 looking game that came
Is
out
this
a
on
few years
Steam?
ago. Yes, called Alyssa. It was basically like a Resident Evil style
Yeah, I'm looking at it
game. Yeah,
on Steam right now.
yeah. So
What?
that's the first game was Alyssa, and so then Alyssa the Parting is apparently supposed to be a game where that takes place, I think, during the events of Alyssa. But
Oh, okay, wait.
it's
So I'm looking at Alyssa. I need to look at Alyssa the Parting.
yes, because that's the whole point is that this game I think is supposed to be taking place
Okay, well,
during
I'm
the
not
events.
seeing Alyssa the Parting. I'm seeing this
Uh,
game called Alyssa that comes out in 2026.
hold on, Alyssa. That's how it's spelled.
I have to be looking at the same thing. Oh, okay.
So yeah, so it's Alyssa the Parting, and then and so the thing is that while the events of Alyssa are going on, the whole point of Alyssa the Parting is that you're supposed to go and I guess still continue on the mission, which was finding like a thief that had blueprints or whatnot. But you're
Oh,
sort of
whoa.
like in the town trying to figure out solving the crime, and it's apparently a solo or co-op sort of
Oh,
thing.
okay. I see, yeah.
Yeah. But it's pretty much still kind of like the puzzle game that you remember Alyssa to be, but I think they're trying to keep it more.
Okay,
I'm not sure
so
if yeah.
so just so you can see what I was looking at before, where I was just like, bro, this cannot be what you're talking about. Oh, how do I find this again? God, what was I just looking at too? It was like I was like, this is what he's
Alyssa?
described. Okay, so hang on.
Oh.
Here you go. Here you go. So this is what I typed in and where I went to on Steam. Go to look at that, and then you will understand why I was like, and like not with you on this at all. Real quick.
Oh.
Look at this.
Okay.
What is this, dude? Like, read the description of this game. Like, just look at some of the things where it's like, sometimes you will also meet people and creatures that will try to harm you. Like, what is that? It's so trash.
Fuck. Okay.
Bro, this that's why I was like, what are you talking about when you started describing it? And I was like, bro, that is
it's not even a PS1 game. What are you talking about?
I was like, this game that's not out yet, you fucking liar.
No.
That's why I was so confused at first. I was like, excuse me, bro, you good? You fucking trying to pull a fast one on me?
No.
So you see that girl holding the knife with the blood? That's how I felt that entire time. I was like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. No, much different, way more interesting when we're talking about the actual thing you were talking about.
Alyssa
actually looks like a video game. I don't know what that other one was. I was like, that looks like a scam. That's what that looks like.
So yeah, no. Alyssa the Parting. So I'm gonna hopefully see more of it when it comes out, hopefully, and see what it's all about, because I enjoyed the first game.
It is a very you game. It is a very Vaughn game. Yeah. This is a... If I saw this before you, I'd be like spamming you in Discord. and just be like, this is a Vaughn game. This game, some freak was like, oh, who likes Parasite Eve? This guy. You know, like, I would see this, and immediately I would probably have no interest and be like, yo, you're gonna love this, though.
This.
I'll be like, pss, 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 come get your weird indie horror game. Pss, pss, pss,
Ooh.
come get your weird, it's not Resident Evil, but it's Resident Evil. Pss, 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 Parasite Eve. Pss, pss, pss.
You're, like, jangling keys in front of me, like, yeah, I was like, come on, it's over here, come on. You know you want it.
Come get your latest indie horror pick by KC Explosion. Pss, pss, pss. That's a lot of people. I gotta be careful with that one. There'll be like a million furries at my door.
You're on it now. You're done for. You're fucked.
Hey, that's a very wholesome and the chill audience from what I've been told. Okay, yeah. That is a much better wish list than the initial thing I thought you were trying to pitch to me, and I was like, all right,
Yeah.
we're deep in the barrel today. You're really not feeling good.
I'm just not in. Yeah, I'm just not in it here. No, but yeah, so
this looks like garbage.
No, so yeah, Alyssa the Parting. We'll see
so
when that
I
comes out.
have something to show you, and it is called Zwaard. ZWAARD.
Zwaard.
It's on
So
Steam.
what? No.
Craft your ultimate sword by scavenging parts in a post-apocalyptic world. Navigate an expansive open world, relying on the might of your customized blade to overcome dangerous species infected by mysterious technology. It's pixel art. It's fucking gorgeous. It's like maybe one of the prettiest things I've seen in a while in this kind of art style. The combat looks great. A lot of like precision movement and like timing your things. You're exploring like vast open landscapes, hidden secrets and stuff, but like as you see the why it's called what it's called, and you're just like literally making your blade, you know. The game is, you have studied the blade so well, you are making a new blade like on the fly out of just shit you find. And the way you make your blade changes what your sword, your Zwaard, does. So, like, you'll see it as you watch the trailer and stuff that, like, oh, it actually starts to ramp up and show you, oh, no, you're gonna be, like, every time you're making a new Zwaard loadout, this is a different weapon now, even though it's still a sword. It is for a different reason. It is used for a different reason, right? Like, and it's pretty much the build-up to it is a century after a devastating outbreak transformed the world. Remnants of humanity cling to survival in a shattered landscape. As a lone adventurer, you navigate the ruins, encountering mysterious lyrics of the past, and uncovering the mysteries of an unknown disaster that destroyed this world. So you're assembling, like, the fragments of forgotten history, battling fucking mutilated creatures, overcoming the remnants of a once great civilization. Your journey is not just one of survival, but a quest to reclaim lost knowledge and restore hope to a desolate world. Obviously, it's about, like, customizing your weapon, blade customization, your Zwaard. You modify it with an array of components, each affecting combat performance, whether, like, how the move works, what it does, what it doesn't do, like, everything. You're just making different weapons with that. Open world exploration, combat designed about, like, precision striking, tactical play, and dodging, knowing when to, like, okay, I don't need to take this swing. I need, you know, Dark Souls, really, in the sense of a easy, dumb example. Good combat means that you can't just go nuts. You have to think about what you're doing. Gorgeous, like, art. Like, really pretty pixel art. I really enjoyed, like, just everything going around in the trailer. And I love little, like, yellow buttoned at the top coat girl here. She's cute. What a cutie pie. So yeah, this popped up on I saw a trailer for this on YouTube, and I was like, holy fuck, that looks incredible. That's a me game right there. That one's me. I'm like, yo, this looks awesome. This looks, like, so fun. So, that's my pitch wish list. Check out Zwaard on Steam. ZWAARD. I'm definitely, like, keeping an eye on it, and I'm hoping, planned release date 2025, so, like, you know, it's an indie game, so it'd probably be a thing I'll be able to jump into pretty much right away. I'm really excited to see when this comes out because it like instantly grabbed me from the trailer. I was like, oh, that's such a cool mechanic to make the focus of the entire thing. That's like how we used to make games back in the day, where they were like, what if we just made a game where it's about rolling dice and the devil dice? What the fuck is that? It's really good. It's really weird, but it's really good. Back in the day, we just made gimmick games, except they were good. Now we just have gimmick companies that make the same game 30 times, and they're not good. Looking at you, Ubisoft, Nintendo. Looking at you. And here's looking at all of you. Thanks for listening. That's been a podcast. This has been Only on Early Access for May. I've been Stella. That's been Vaughn. Some things have been said that some people might find offensive or egregious, and if you've made it this far and still have complaints, you can kindly go fuck yourself. And then we'll see you next month. Yeah. For Pride Month, where our annual Pride Month guest, the patron saint of Pride Month on our podcast, Lizzie, will be changing.
Okay. I thought it was a month after for some reason. I thought it was in July.
It's June.
I don't know why I thought it was June.
It's June. It's June, where I will be celebrating my 2 years on HRT. And, known weed smoker, me, it's a girl. I have a special pre-roll, which I will be smoking.
Oh, shit.
For that. A special pre-roll. That I'll be smoking for that. And I think, isn't Jeff Keighley's annual Summer Rammer Slavaganza Super 5,000 Liftoff show in June?
Yep, it is in June. It is. It's going to be
everyone thinks I can't keep making that sound more ridiculous every year we talk about it. Just like they think I can't keep making the Game Awards in December sound more ridiculous every year. You're wrong. I'm just going to add another noun and adjective every year till the day I die. No one can stop me.
One of them is going to be the title of the episode. I can bet you.
100%. 100%. And the best part is, they won't even know. By the title, it'll still work as positive clickbait. They'll be like, what the fuck does this one mean? And then they'll click it and be like, how was that? Just the first half of when they were talking about the Summer Rammer Slammer 6,000 dopamine hit per second shaving Michelin guy commercial. Cue it up. That's a podcast. Bye.
Bye.
So stupid.